We're good.
We're recording again right now?
Now we're back.
Now
Yep.
we're doing it.
All right. So, anyways, feels like we can get back on topic. And then we'll
Okay,
change.
sweet.
All right.
Awesome.
What's the topic?
So,
Your mom? That's what. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
WandaVision is going to lead into the,
Multiverse of Madness.
which is a movie
Yes.
on Disney Plus.
I don't know if they're gonna continue to do that, releasing things only on Disney Plus. I don't know if they're gonna go back to theaters now that we're kind of slowly opening back up. Maybe they'll do that again, or maybe they'll keep both because they've been doing movie releases in theaters and then they've released it on Disney Plus, and you just have to pay like $20, but you don't get to keep it, which is kind of BS to me.
That is
Like, if
BS.
I'm paying $20 for a movie, I should be able to keep it. Like, I don't know. Disney, fix it because it's BS.
Is that to buy or to rent?
It's
rent.
it's only to rent it.
So you get it for like 5 days.
Oh, really? It's 5 days?
I'm saying a random
Oh.
number.
to rent.
Okay, I thought it was like only 24 to 48 hours, and I was
That's
like, I'm
rough,
not paying
man.
$20 to keep it for that
Oh
long.
my gosh.
Yeah.
You're racing against time.
Amazon, you keep it for a whole until you watch it. Actually, 30 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you keep it for 30 days, and then you get 24 hours if you watch it.
I didn't know that. You
If
get a
you
30-day
start it.
rental on Amazon. That's awesome. I did
You
not
pay
know
like
that.
you pay like $4 too.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
No, $20. $4.
What
Oh.
are you? Which number?
I think it is the $4.
Okay, because he just randomly said $20 for no reason.
He said, he said like
Not the
$4, but not the $20.
I just said not the
something like that. I don't know. He's Dylan.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it
It's
now.
like being friends with your. No, never mind.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, so back on topic. Yes.
It's like being friends with Dylan.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I like that. I like that
Yeah.
description.
So that's gonna lead. Was the Multiverse of Madness supposed to be released in the theaters as well?
It was. I thought it was always going to be released in theaters. I didn't know that Disney was like now not releasing things in theaters, but I guess we'll see. I mean,
I need to
we're
start
still kind of
listening
COVID.
To
So.
the reviews again on WandaVision, whether they say it's leading into the Multiverse of Madness, and if they say if it's a series or a film.
It's a film.
I don't know if I believe you.
You should believe me. Trust me. It's going to be a film.
Okay,
It's
that's cool.
gonna-
Either way, it's great.
It was supposed to be out this summer, but because of
COVID, you can
COVID,
yeah.
it's been pushed back to 2022, which really sucks. But I digress.
Anywho,
Yeah.
I just hit the thing into my face. Starting tomorrow.
Not saying that.
Starting tomorrow is going to be Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was next week
No.
for some reason.
It was the week that they're giving it just a week break between WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier.
I'm not I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
Talking to your mic, Dylan.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
Why?
Because I'm not really a big fan of it either. Like, I don't really care for Bucky, especially
Okay.
because of, the whole drama with Tony. And I'm really not
True.
a fan of Falcon. Like, I don't know. I don't really care about
I
him.
think
No
they
offense
are.
to him.
So there's like families of heroes. There's like the Captain America heroes who
Yeah.
are Captain America, Winter Soldier, Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can put no, you can't. You could. She's kind of a crossover between
Are
Captain
you talking
America's
about Black Widow?
Black Widow's crossover.
Absolutely not.
She's like a bridge into the Tony Stark side
Nope.
of things.
Black Widow is like BFFs with Hawkeye. Like if we're
Which
talking about
is-
mini teams, it would be Winter Soldier, Captain America, Falcon, one team. Black Widow, Hawkeye, another team. I think they have a third person, but I can't
This is
ever
why
remember who
Civil
they are.
War was a movie.
Exactly.
basically.
And then you've got Tony Stark with his guys.
Right.
So
But there's still little factions. There's still like circles inside circles. So I'd say the
Yeah.
three that really go closest together would be Captain America, Winter Soldier, Falcon. And then you have the Stark characters, which are Vision is actually a Stark character because he used to be Jarvis.
he's not a character. He is part of Team Iron Man, though, if that's what you're
But I'm
we're
saying,
trying to say.
yes, those
Yeah.
guys kind of section up. Like Loki is a
Team Thor.
yes.
Let's just call them teams. That just makes it easier.
Okay, Team Thor.
Team Thor.
So there's little teams inside of the bigger split between the two. Where would
Yes.
you put Black Panther?
Black Panther is his own, like he stands alone, and Bucky or Winter Soldier would be in that little, the little diagrams that we used to
Venn
do.
diagram?
The Venn diagrams
Yeah.
we used to do. Bucky would be in the center with Winter Soldier, with Captain
Captain
America's
America.
team and the Wakandans.
Because he stayed there.
No, not just because he stayed there. Well, we'll see what happens with Winter Soldier. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't read the comics. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with
What they
him.
do, because they always do something different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because technically he's supposed to be. Never mind. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's not a spoiler, say it.
It is. I think we just need to wait to see what happens in this first episode because I don't want to. If they're not going that route, it makes no
Let me
sense
guess
for
what
me
you're
to talk
talking about.
about it.
Let me guess what you're talking about.
Okay, guess.
So at Endgame, Captain America gave his shield to Falcon.
Yes.
So Falcon should be the next Captain America.
Yes.
Okay.
He's supposed to pick up the mantle.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about Winter Soldier in Wakanda and the character he's supposed to be.
Oh, so he
If
has
they're-
a evolution of character?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
I
It'll be
like
interesting.
them because they teased each other. They're kind of a comic
They hate
relief,
each other.
which is funny, which makes it funny.
Yeah.
They don't get along.
Mhm.
Which is funny when you, like any kind of trope like that, Lethal Weapon in the first movie, it's always kind of a funny thing.
Yeah.
It's like two people of equal skill doing a high risk job that hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a buddy comedy, sort of, maybe. Could be.
I don't know. They really hate each other in the comics.
Yeah, but they say funny things to each
This
other
will be
because of
really
that.
interesting.
Anthony Mackie is very funny to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
He's snappy. He's
He's
the
witty.
quick
I will say
insults.
that. He's very
He's
witty.
funny like that.
Yeah.
Like dry, quick insult. He's saying, he's saying it to be funny, even though it could be really mean and cut you. But the goal is not to hurt your feelings. The goal is to be funny, and it
Yeah.
might hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoy that. So there are a bunch of documentaries, mainly on HBO
Wait.
Max.
Oh.
There's a new one on Netflix too. But I'm not going to call that culty, but there's a lot of culty type of documentaries now.
Dylan looks like I'm sorry. I keep looking at Dylan
Yeah.
and he looks like he's in timeout and it's just driving. Like I'm just like I feel so bad because he looks like he's just sitting in
we had to wrangle
timeout.
him for a second. All right, Dylan, add to this. So
What do I add?
there's I don't know,
I'm
bro.
sorry. You have to talk into the mic.
Talking to
though.
the mic as well. So
No, I can't hear.
No?
I can't hear him.
so the Heaven's Gate cult. That's one of them.
I'm sorry. What?
The Heaven's Gate cult.
Oh, Heaven's Gate cult. Okay.
What do you think I said?
I thought you said Heaven's Gay cult, and I was like, I've never heard of this cult. This is new. That's very interesting. Please elaborate.
What would that be?
I don't even know. That's why I was like, I've never heard of this.
Like a really scary motorcycle gang, but like they all identify as
Like Satanists?
no.
No. Whoa.
What's the key word here?
You said cult. So
Heaven's Gate
Oh
cult.
my God.
It's great.
Oh my
wow.
god! Thank you for taking us
that's-
off that. That
That's
was good. That was good.
definitely
That was
different.
a way-
Okay.
That was a way to.
I like now
Yeah.
identify as Satanist too. like, hey man,
Whoa. I mean,
don't mislabel me as a non-Satanist.
you can be whatever you want to be. If that's what your cult is going to be about, more power to you. I
so-
just have no idea.
The Heaven's Gate cults.
Yes.
They were a thing. they have a documentary out now. They didn't put it out because they're all dead.
Oh.
You know this?
Well, thank you for ruining the
I don't need to
documentary
ruin
for
it.
me.
It happened in our lifetime. It was a thing on the news, and you
Was
went,
it?
"Wow." What
It's
is what?
pretty crazy.
The Heaven's Gate cult.
Yeah.
When did this
Drink the
happen?
Kool-Aid. Cult.
1997.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shut
so,
up.
like in our memory time of life, that happened. This was like, if you think of a cult, this was the cult. They believed in UFOs. They believed in aliens. They believed that they had to change their identities and become pure through whatever
Didn't they have
weird
to kill
life they
themselves?
were living.
Okay.
They had to cut off their balls.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
They had to wear all the same tracksuit when they did it and wear Nikes, and they all had the same haircuts.
Is this the cult that
And they
Family Guys made fun of?
I don't know, probably, because
trendy.
it's a major part of like fabric now. Because it was just like that is, if you wrote about a cult, you said this is a cult, this would be that cult. So you couldn't believe what they believed, what they were believing in, because you're like, oh my gosh, that weird thing that we all thought would exist and joked about really exists. They all killed themselves by drinking Kool-Aid because they thought a UFO was flying behind. Was it the Hale-Bopp comet or Hale-Bopp?
Hale-Bopp.
Hale-Bopp.
Yeah. Hale-Bopp.
And they thought there was a UFO flying in like the mist of the comet, and that's how you got to heaven. Was getting out of what they call a vehicle, which is your body, and getting your spirit as Hale-Bopp was going by, and
They had to hit it like at a particular time.
Really?
Like there was only
Well,
going to
yeah,
be
while
like
it's
a
coming over
window.
yeah.
It was like because Hale-Bopp's here. So like I guess to get to heaven, there's like also a geographic like component, which I think is funny.
They also.
Like, if the spaceship's gonna pick you up, like why can't it just do it from like a little further
Why
away?
do you have
like
to like
we've already taken the
project
leap,
yourself?
right? We've already like gone there.
Yeah.
Can we,
So like
Because like, where does the Hale-Bopp
is it
comet
not going to
really
stop
fly
for you?
near?
Like, you
Yeah.
gotta
Jupiter?
jump on this running
Yeah.
train? Like,
Yeah,
is that what that is?
basically.
Oh.
So yeah, they like astral launched
Space-
their spirits
Space Olympics.
into a Hale-Bopp comet, which was trailing a UFO.
That doesn't sound insane at all. I want to do that.
And then you had to cut off your balls
Well, I don't have balls, so I
Well.
think I'll be okay.
if you were a dude.
So guys were just really like willingly castrating themselves for this.
There was a few that
cult?
said, "Nah,
Oh,
I'm done."
okay.
But
Like,
okay.
this is the line.
Okay.
There's people in the documentary
That's
they
a good
talked
line.
to
That's a good line.
that were in the cult that they're
Uh-huh.
asking questions to now. They're like, yeah, at that point, I realized this thing's gone too far.
Oh, okay.
Now at
That's
that
the
point,
point. That's
but
the point
That's
that
a good
you
point.
reached.
That is a good point to reach and be like, nah. Plenty did though.
Everything
And then
else-
plenty did drink the Kool-Aid. Plenty, and then here's the kicker, Aaron. They all had a roll of quarters in their pocket. 'Cause,
So you have to pay your
You
fare?
had to, get to the gates of heaven, and they go.
like there's a fee.
Do
that
you have the
can't-
roll of quarters? We need a specific amount of quarters, and it has to be rolled to be accepted.
They don't take credit card.
No credit cards.
So the UFO
There's
doesn't
no
take
Venmo.
credit cards, and they have to. But
no.
so do the
Venmo?
coins?
St.
have
Peter couldn't
their
remember
own
his
spirit
password
too?
for his Venmo.
Is
Like
Apple
that doesn't
ID?
make any sense.
I
If
don't know,
the
man.
spirits, if the coins don't have spirits, they're not going to be in your pocket when you ascend to this UFO. So I'm
Well, if you believe like the Egyptian
know?
way of death, like whatever you're buried with, you took with you. So that's why you had belongings. That's like a lot of civilizations. You have your belongings with
the
you.
drachmi that you would put on your eyes to pay.
Drachmi?
Yes.
That's a cool word.
It's,
Learning words.
It's Greek currency.
I like it.
Should write it
That's what
down.
it means.
Yeah, it's
That's a cool word.
Greek currency
Okay.
that they would put on your eyes when you were
You cross the river Styx
exactly
to pay the.
ferryman.
The coins on the eyes.
What's that guy's name?
You would
I don't
ask
know.
me
His
that
name is Bob.
today, and I
He's got
cannot
a name
remember.
though. It's
He
like
does
the
have
bro
it. Yeah,
that goes to the River Souls.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I can't remember his
Did you
name.
ever see that Adventure Time? Did you ever watch Adventure Time?
Of course I did.
Where they went down the river Styx and it was like a bunch of guys. And he's like, "Oh, my arms hurt," and then like, and the other guy goes, "I have eczema," like something weird.
No, I don't think I've seen that episode, but I did watch it.
They
at
went
the
down the
time.
river Styx.
Oh,
I think I saw that.
okay.
Did you?
I think so. I saw Adventure Times, but I don't know.
Adventure
that
Time.
one was watched.
Okay. Way to say it. Good.
I'm still interested about this cult.
We could talk about it all night.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's
watch the show.
freaking-
But like,
I'm
I
gonna watch the
remember. You
show.
don't remember what happened?
I was, no,
I think it was like
No.
early teens, like 13ish maybe.
I was probably like 9.
You remember though, Aaron?
Definitely
Yeah.
not watching the news. I mean, watching the news, but
Yeah,
not on
I
that.
totally remember. Yeah, it was all over the news because
Yeah.
like a bunch of people killed themselves. I think it was in San Diego.
Yeah, they rented
Shut
a
up.
mansion
They
in
rented a
San Diego.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
And they all did it in like bunk bed bedrooms. Yeah, because they were this vagabond cult that would go from place to place to place. Somehow they got money because one of their members inherited, like not a ton of money, but like a good amount of money in the 70s, like between $500,000 and $700,000.
Mm-hmm.
So as a group, and there was like 25 of them, maybe more, maybe 50.
yeah, it was more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would rent mansions. They would go place to place and living in these mansions for periods of time. They originally were just camping until one of their members inherited money.
that.
It's really
Yeah, but that's
weird
my money.
vagabond.
That's not your money. Like,
Well, they're in a
I
cult.
mean, you're in a cult,
so you're
so I
thinking
guess
they're communal thought and whatnot. So
that hive mind is just crazy. That's
You're gonna have to get along on the spaceship anyway, so you might as well just like start sharing now. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because you know that you have to like get on that spaceship as a running train. Like that train is like you're a hobo. So
basically,
it makes sense that
you
you
gotta
have
roll
to
the
be
quarters.
together.
Yeah, I don't know how that exactly directly relates, but
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
such
a roll of quarters is.
a weird
yeah.
thing. I'm gonna have to watch this because it sounds really, really interesting.
There's that one. That's to me is like the cult. That's the mega cult. That's the like the.
Is that like
the
your life
weird
goal
death-
there?
the-
That's what.
That's my
the
life
one?
goal.
That
No,
one?
to make a cult.
Yeah,
No,
is
no.
that it? Is that
It wouldn't be
the
that
one?
cult. No.
Did
sure?
you guys watch the Nexium one on HBO?
That's another one.
Yeah.
So have you heard of this group, Nexium?
No, what is that?
Aaron, that sounds like you.
Oh,
kinda
they're
have
fucking like crazy. Like it was this one guy, and it was kind of like a self-help business.
Yeah, started like
kinda cult.
what do they call it? Multi-level marketing.
Oh,
Yeah, it just looks like a pyramid scheme. But then he started, doing all the things that cult leaders do, talking about how he's, a god and stuff.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, that was another one.
And this one's called what? Nexium.
It's called The Vow.
The Vow.
And this is like how many
The
episodes
Vow.
was it? It's a definite longer run miniseries.
And it's on HBO.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
One of the actresses. So the main thing that happens is
Somebody was in Star Wars, right?
Wait, what?
No, she was in Smallville.
You guys hear me?
Sonya.
She was in Star Wars too.
I was not in
What
any
Star
of
Wars?
these movies.
Check her out. She's in
This the
one
woman
of the
that got
prequels.
arrested?
She's in one of the prequels.
Is this the woman that got arrested?
One of the women in Nexium. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, maybe we're talking about somebody different, but there's a one of the main recruiters. So basically, they would bring in these people, bring in the women, and then the leader of the cult, who thought he was God or godlike or whatever, the embodiment of whatever he was,
Okay.
had to have sex with the husband's wives, and it became, I don't know the exacts of it. It gradually became a sex ring, human trafficking cult, sex
Wait,
cult.
is this the XVMM
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
NIVXM or
Whatever.
however you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of their main recruiters, one of their higher ups, was an actress
From Smallville.
from Smallville.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now she's in jail for human trafficking.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see it though. I do
So that's
because
another
I wanted to know more about it to begin with because the only thing you ever heard was like when everything broke. So I want
That's
to know
when you
what
only
the
ever hear of it,
yeah, that's true.
unless you're hearing about it because they're trying to.
Because you're living it.
Try
you
it,
know?
yeah.
So talking about cults, I don't know if you guys ever heard about one in Oregon.
What was
It
it called?
actually
And what
happened
did it
before
do?
Nike. I actually forget what it's called, but it's based off of I believe I want to say Hindu religion,
Okay.
kind of, but it's this guy, this weird cult. He started. Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Did they
Like,
do Wild Wild Country? Is that about him?
What?
No, no,
Wait.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
It started. It started in Oregon, and it was. I'm trying to forget. Remember the town.
Dylan, talk in the mic.
It was.
What did they do? Okay, we got the state down.
It was
What
If
did
you
they
say
do?
it was in Oregon
it
one
was
more
like a-
time,
it
I
was like-
swear to God.
They're making Tillamook
not
cheddar.
in wartime. It was before
What?
Nike. So
Okay, who cares before it was Nike?
Whoever.
Why is that a point?
Because. No. 'Cause
What
Nike's
were
part of
they
the-
doing as a
Nike
cult?
is part of the documentary, but Nike, the owner,
Yeah?
lived in this town,
Okay.
and it was being run out by these
By a
this
cult.
cult,
Okay.
and they wanted. They were pretty much like a sex cult almost.
Okay.
It was weird.
As some cults do.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah.
they pretty much took over Portland at one time.
Interesting.
They were getting.
Is this a documentary?
Yeah, they started loading up on assault weapons, and they had like light machine guns.
Are you
and,
talking
like,
about?
You're sounding like Jonestown.
No. What is that
No,
new?
no, this
What is that
was-
thing that happened this last year, Aaron, in Seattle? The
They're
little
like
the free.
Farajis or something like that?
Oh, the free. Yeah.
It
Chaz.
had a name- Chaz. Are you talking about
yeah.
Chaz?
Chaz.
No. This is
In Seattle?
This was in Oregon.
Hey,
It's on. I'm not lying. It's on. I think it's on Netflix.
what's it called?
That's the thing. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh my
I
God,
know.
you're the-
Are you
We're
talking
all
about
telling
Wild
stories.
Wild Country?
It's, no, not Wawa Crunchy. It's something.
Were they like?
Someone will have to
Doomsdayers?
Google
Were
it.
they like people that hide in your basement and they were kind of a militia?
No,
Not
they
your
just
basement,
wanted to
but
do
a basement. Did I say your
Why are
basement?
they living
Not your
in a
basement.
basement?
They
Doomsday
people got
prepper,
very
kind of militant.
suspicious of them in
What are you?
This is Dylan.
All right, man.
People didn't want them to run their town because they were literally
Go on your
buying
phone.
up
Go on
stuff.
your
I'm
phone.
gonna
Go on your
Google it
phone.
right now.
No,
I
you don't
got
Google
it.
it. You Google it. You Google it. You know what you're talking about.
Google.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
Google it and get back to you guys.
Thanks.
Does anyone care or want to talk about what's going on with like Meghan Markle and
No, they're
Harry?
very annoying. Like,
yeah?
just I get it, and I'm not saying that what she's going through and what he's saying isn't, their truth or whatever, but it's just like you're still very privileged. Please shut the fuck
We
up.
also had a war
Like
200 years ago to not give a crap about what's going on
exactly
in that country.
Exactly.
Not that we don't like that country. I've been to London. I know British people. They're great. Everything's great. I really kind of think the alliance between America and England is a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
That'd be like you guys. Like we don't have a royal family here, but it'd be like you guys caring about Brad and Angela. Like
I mean, they do
that's-
care about
you have
our,
more
like,
right to do
celebrities.
that. You have more right to care about actors than or
The royal
not
family.
a right. Just like want it to be appropriate. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just
I have a lot of thoughts on these, and this is just
Do you
not the
think-
platform to talk about it.
true. But I don't think
Yeah, it is. I totally want to hear what you think.
Oh,
Okay,
It's
go.
totally.
Yeah,
it's
actually.
totally. Go for it.
oh my. Well, first of all, I don't really care for Meghan Markle because everybody's calling her the Black Princess and this, that, and she's, in my opinion, it's not even my opinion. She's not black. She's biracial.
Okay.
And for her to make this whole trope up about her struggle and this, that, like, no, you met Harry because of your privilege of passing. So don't sit here and act like you're struggling as a black woman, as someone that's like of my complexion, and you're having this hard life. I'm not saying she's not depressed. I'm not saying that she doesn't have anxiety, but you benefited from the privilege of passing. You're now a
Married a
member
royal.
of the royal family.
Right.
Please sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care.
Do you think she should have just been like, "This is what I'm signing up for," and not? She acted like she was surprised.
She said she didn't know what she was signing up for, and it's like, are you serious? Like, come on.
whether her thoughts are merited or not, she seemed surprised by it. That's the part that I don't get. It's like, you know what
Right.
you were doing.
Right.
You married the Prince of England.
Right.
Like the prince.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows, every single country in the world knows the Prince of England. We don't know the Prince of Norway. We don't know the Prince of anywhere else, but everyone knows the Prince of England. You knew what you're going into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that,
So-
some of the things that she talked about in
Yeah.
the interview didn't happen. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that they did happen, but for you to sit with Oprah and try to have this whole woe is me, cry me a river type of thing, it was just like, no. Let's
I'm sure it's
not.
not.
Let's
On the
just
flip
not.
side, I'm sure it's not fun being a royal.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
not doubting
Maybe she
that.
thought it'd be more fun. I don't know. Or more romantic or more whatever. And she realized it's just not as fun as she thought it would be.
Yeah.
I can give her that. And
yeah.
she could be miserable about that.
But
But it's the part where it's like, you kind of asked for it. I don't know what you knew what you were asking for, but you asked for it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you're having a hard time.
hard time.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that. I mean, you growing up, you look at the royals and you see them and you're like, those people are miserable. I want none of that in my life.
You don't see that. I don't think they portray that. But
Are you serious?
We learned that.
Queen Elizabeth looks like the most miserable person on the world, like in
She
the
doesn't look
planet.
happy.
Like,
But I
she
know a lot of
looks
old
very
people that don't
unhappy.
Look happy just because they're old people.
Even before she was who she is right
I
now,
don't
she didn't
smile
look
half
very
the time,
happy.
and I'm not even that old.
Are you kidding me? I'm just saying, like, she didn't. Those people look miserable. They may put on a very
They just look like people in church. Like,
who
the
are
old-
miserable.
Right. Like when your parents took you to church
gosh.
and you're a little kid when church was not fun. I've been to some fun churches, but when you go to the church that's not fun, when you're a little kid and you wear the shoes you don't want to wear because they hurt your feet, you see the old people in church. That's what the royal Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth, that's what they look like. That's what
and
they remind me
they're
of.
still miserable. They
Yeah,
look
the miserable church people.
Yeah.
That go there because
But-
they think they have to go there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to
So-
go to church on Sunday.
I'm just saying.
'Cause you're 80.
You could see
That's what
that
you
they're
do.
miserable. You chose to marry into that family.
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
It is what it is.
you're super wealthy.
Well,
Well,
you know,
okay.
Is it worth it?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Is all that money?
I'd
really
rather
worth
get
it?
wealthy,
I don't
having
know.
fun getting there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think there is a boringness of having so much money that you got nothing to lose. I think you're like, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't do anything. Nothing. Like if you were like wealthy, let's say you made not a lot of money, but a lot of money. Not like, I don't know how much the royal family's worth. Let's pretend they're billionaires. Let's just say that. We don't know how much they're worth. Let's pretend they're worth billionaires. If you made $6 million, let's say you have $6 million in the bank. That's a lot of money. You could not do anything for the rest of your life if you're smart about it.
Yeah.
But like, there's something fun, I think, for some people being like, I do this and now I'm going to buy a huge house that I can afford, but almost barely not. And if something goes wrong, then I might not be able to afford it, but I'm doing it. There's something thrilling and fun
Of being
of
chaotic.
doing that. And I think that is a more fun personality to be around.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by the question, what is the difference between having $10 million in the bank and having 30 billion? Like, what's the lifestyle difference? Maybe there's 10 million, you could kind of get down there, but what is the actual difference in your life between 10 million and 30 billion?
I think if you start forgetting how you, what things cost, I think you can easily spend $10 million. You would just buy boats and houses, and people do it. People make a lot of money and they blow a lot they
literally blow a lot of money.
There's that, but like the Wolf of Wall Street types. Yes, that movie is about how a guy made money super illegally, but he was blowing so much money. He was living like a rock star. Mm-hmm. That's a fun. I'm not gonna say that's a good way to live, but that is more fun to be around than I'd say marrying into a royal family. It doesn't matter what royal family.
It's like a one-division way of living.
No.
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 Like, no.
No.
You make that
It's-
reality.
You tried,
It's
though.
real life.
It was really
It's
cute.
real life.
It's like
I appreciate
This
this.
is really how these
I
people
appreciate
live.
the effort.
It'd be more fun to marry into like Snoop Dogg's family
Something.
than the
What-
royal
what-
family. If you married into Snoop Dogg's
Who would I-
family,
what
that'd be kind of
family-
fun, you know.
Let's pretend I don't, because there are like famous daughters. Well, let's pretend like just whatever family. I don't know who I'd marry into. Who would you marry into?
A famous family.
Like a famous family?
Like who would be your father-in-law?
You guys are gonna judge me
No.
so hard, but I would really want to be a part of Will Ferrell's family
Why not?
because
Why would we
he's-
judge you?
dope.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be judged because I'm like, dude, that's the guy that I would want to hang out with all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun family to
Yeah.
me. That's a fun person to want to be around. Like that whole crew, either his crew or Adam Sandler's crew.
Yeah.
One of that's
a good
that's
choice.
my dream.
Yeah,
That's my
there you
dream.
go. Aaron, I know you're married,
people that
but
laugh all
let's
the time.
pretend it's not about who you're marrying. It's who you're marrying
the
into.
family.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I think I would want to marry into Jimi Hendrix's family. I'm very interested.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wish I could have met Jimi. He would have been one of the best to meet, I think. He's just so unique.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Huh.
And then I bet the McCartneys are fun. You know,
They seem fun.
Any Beatles family,
Yeah.
that's gotta just be like
A lot of fun.
so
His-
fun.
what
you
was his
know?
second
So
wife, the one with the
jolly.
fake leg? Didn't she
Wait, what now?
almost ruin his life?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He
She
married,
sucks.
I think it was his second wife. Married this woman. She happened to have a fake leg. That has nothing to do with the story, but
Yeah.
she's a terrible person.
Oh.
And she,
Actually, I think his fake leg was okay.
no, I think it was her. I think
Was
she
it?
was the fake leg
Okay.
lady.
Okay.
I feel like yeah, whatever. Anyways, it's just a detail. Anywho, she their marriage went sour soonish, under a decade. I'd say within 5 years.
Well, do you know how they met?
No.
You could have figured this out by how they met. I've heard the story is that he was supposed to play her wedding
That's
to
interesting.
somebody else.
Oh, wow.
And then
That's-
she met Paul McCartney, and she was like, "Wow."
So it was supposed to be her wedding?
Paul wedding. Yeah.
Oh.
Why does
Yeah.
that
and
say
that's how
red
they met,
flag?
and then that's how they. Just
Paul.
the story. I don't know.
Hey, Paul.
Was
Check it
this
out,
when
Mr.
they were
Paul.
the Beatles, officially the Beatles? and
No,
he was
No,
she's
with
this
much
was a
her,
couple
younger.
years ago. This
She's
was
young.
recent.
She's
Yeah.
probably in her
Oh.
early 50s, I'm guessing, and I think that might be pushing it. She might be in her late 40s, but she's young. Paul's what? 70, late 70s? Mid 70s?
Yeah, at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
young-ish.
wow.
I'd say she's probably in her 50s. She's good looking.
Mm-hmm.
She almost, I'd say, destroyed Paul McCartney financially
Wow.
when they got divorced.
This was recently.
Quasi recently. I'd say about 10 years ago, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, she was no good.
Oh,
And I think he's married to someone else now who I'm sure is great and lovely and
a nice
able,
person.
able to. Yeah.
So who would you marry into? What family would you marry into?
I don't know.
She's great. We like her.
I want to have two.
No,
No?
we only
You can
got
have two.
one.
I
We
don't
only
know.
got one. You get one.
Whoa, party like a rock star.
Dylan, aren't
Dylan,
you supposed to be looking
Come
something
on,
up?
man. You're supposed to think about this too. That's what I want you to do.
I did. It was called Wild,
Dylan,
Wild
think about this
Country. That's what he said.
Oh my God.
I have like a weird admiration for Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Why?
he's so cool. Like he took that whole like macho muscle man like genre. I think he basically created it. Him and Schwarzenegger. But I think
I was gonna
he's
say.
more of an artist. He's more of a filmmaker. Rocky's an amazing movie. I think he capitalized on it because Rocky's like a rough and tumble guy from the streets kind of movie, and then 3, 4, 5, not 5 so much, but it was like super testosterone action movie. This is about a sport, but it's also an action movie. It's not just like watching the Mighty Ducks. It's like watching, like I don't know, just way
Mighty Ducks 2
pumped
or
up.
something.
It's like watching Mighty Ducks 2, man.
Yeah.
It's like what you know, but it's way more pumped up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I think he's cool. He's a good writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he took that whole thing of like I'm a dude who's buff and I'm gonna shoot guns. Like he made that. I think he like perfected that.
Okay.
I think he helped create that genre.
I think we definitely differ in opinions on that genre.
Why did
I personally think Arnold did it, but that's just me.
I think both at that time was coming up with that. But if you watch Stallone's original characters that became these action stars, so Rocky and Rambo, the first versions of those movies weren't about testosterone looking crazy maleness. It was about Rocky, a guy from the streets. It was a love story essentially. It was about someone, very blue collar coming up. It was a human story.
Right.
Rambo, more violent, but also it was here's a guy who's being pushed to the limits. He's suffering from PTSD. It's very interesting that he has all these skills that could single-handedly take down a rural town police force because he's that dude. But and that was based off of a novel, I think. But it was from that movie. Then it was like Rambo 2 and Rambo 3, and it was like again I'm running around, the shirt off, riding a horse, shooting an M16 rifle, like shooting down a helicopter. Like
You're gonna
from
be so disappointed
1 to
in me.
2 was such a jump in style. So I think what he did was he took these characters he either saw or was co-creating independently of Schwarzenegger, and I think the Van Dammes and the Seagals and the Bruce
forget
Willis.
Willis.
Bruce Willis is great.
Yeah.
He really perfected that, and what I liked about his type of characters is they're more human because they're not the big guys really. Like Bruce Willis is not an Arnold or
Bruce Willis is tiny compared
he's
to
a
those
tiny
two.
man.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
But he still kicks ass. I
Like,
love that.
He's
Yeah.
compared to those two. He's very, very itty bitty.
I feel like he has more attitude when he acts.
But he's more badass because he doesn't have those weapons.
You're forgetting Rick Moranis
Rick
at the same time.
Moranis.
Tried the same kind of body thing.
No, he
you know?
didn't.
I'm
He
just
did
kidding.
not try
I
No.
was
it.
like, what?
It's like the most opposite. No.
Lewis, that one scene in Ghostbusters 2 when he gets on the bus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I've never seen a Rambo. Like, never, not one have I seen. So
you're-
that's why I'm probably
you
like
might
not
not
on that
like it.
Stallone train.
You might not like it. You might, being former Marine, but he's like a PTSD
I'm definitely not gonna watch it.
Green
now.
Beret, Army Green Beret.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, I feel like in the first one he really like lost it, but in the previous, the endings.
What?
The two.
The first one. There's no previous, bro.
No, yeah. So there's the first one and the second one, like you said,
You were.
the Rambo,
Yeah.
and then there's Rambo. There's like I think 4 or 3 or 5,
It goes up to
What
it
is
goes
he-
Rambo. There's First Blood, Rambo 2, Rambo 3.
and then there's remakes.
Then there's Rambo, and then Rambo Last Blood. So there's 5.
Okay, so but the last.
There's not remakes or sequels.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, but there are
But they're-
remakes for sequels.
but they have the same.
They're not
theme,
the
though.
remake. They're a continuation of the story. They're picking up where the last story left off. They're not remakes.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
me.
Well,
I'm
okay.
just-
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
That's
No,
not-
no, I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
okay.
I get what you're saying.
like
yeah,
Michael
okay.
said, the first one's had more story.
Dylan,
or it
I'm
had
gonna be
story.
honest with you right now. I have
And then
absolutely
the third ones
no
were
clue
more.
what you're talking
The
about.
third ones were more like
And he's still talking.
Schwarzenegger movies. They were just going in there and just blowing stuff up.
We're not gonna consume anything next time before we do anything.
No, that's
Okay.
what you were saying. though,
Because you're better than
Dylan,
this.
I
'cause
have
You're
like,
better
no
than
idea
this.
what you're
Schwarzenegger.
saying.
No, it's the whole thing of who's
Okay.
a
we get it.
storyteller and
We got
who's
it.
more of a badass action
True.
guy.
True.
So there you go.
True.
There you go.
True. Okay.
So true.
True.
We're gonna watch
True.
some cult movies.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do
Documentaries.
that, and
Let's
I
do
might
that.
watch a Rambo.
And a Rambo.
I might watch one.
Um,
We'll
New
see.
ones are better.
stop.
There was a new one.
There's no more. There was a one in the last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Just watch 5 movies in like order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
Jesus.
You don't
We'll
need to
watch
either.
it.
I'm not saying it's Star Wars, like where you have to. You don't need to watch Rambo movies. It's
Well,
like
I mean, I kind of want to have
think the
a
last
better
one is in New
conversation about this
Mexico.
because I do love action movies, and I think that Arnold Van Damme, and I really love him. He can kick the crap out of people.
on career. Bloodsport, good movie.
Yes,
Great movie. I think that was his first movie. After that, it was just like,
I love him.
he's a
I
little cheese.
I do.
Good martial artist.
Did you see his TV show?
Fantastic, phenomenal. What?
Great
Did you see
athlete.
his TV show?
He had a TV show?
He has like Anthony something.
What?
What are you talking? What?
He has there's a TV show that he's in. It's a series
No,
of
dude.
him.
Like right now?
What are
No,
you
it's on
saying?
Netflix. I don't think they're still filming. But there's a TV show, a series
Dylan.
that has Jean-Claude Van Damme playing him as a person playing him in a movie, but in
Okay.
reality he's like a.
Is it on
secret
Netflix?
Is this a
spy.
real thing, or are you just
No, no,
making
no.
this
No,
up?
he's not making it up.
No,
Is
no,
it on
it's real.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
What's it called?
That's
Look
the
it
thing.
up. Jiminy
That's
Christmas.
the thing. That's the
You
thing.
can talk
That's-
about things. Know what you're talking about.
I thought you guys would be like, oh.
So they're redoing Space Jam.
Yeah. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I'm not gonna see it. I
It's
don't care.
dumb. I'm
it
not
looks
gonna see
stupid.
it.
It looks
It
like
looks
a Nike
trash.
commercial.
It looks like
Did you
MadTrash.
watch the original? Yeah, it looks like MadTrash.
It does really
Aaron,
look
did you
like
watch the
MadTrash,
original
though.
Space Jam from back in the day?
No, I
It's not
thankfully
my.
I skipped that one.
Yeah, I skipped that too.
completely.
It wasn't
What?
targeted towards me. No, it wasn't my thing.
Oh, okay. I
the
forgot.
original
Never
Space
mind.
Jam. What are you freaking out about? You just said you're not gonna watch the second one.
Yeah, but I watched the first one, and it was like my thing, because I was playing basketball
Okay.
at that time, living in Chicago. So
Cool.
like Space Jam, Michael Jordan.
Michael
Of course,
Jordan.
I'm gonna freaking watch it.
Yeah.
So I was very stoked about the first one. This one, not so much.
No.
Just not look. I mean, it's not for me though. It's
So-
made for the kids. So
Speaking of kids and making it for the kids, they redesigned Lola Bunny.
oh, that's trash. I saw her and I was like, wait, what the fuck happened to Lola
What do
Bunny?
you think
like,
about that?
no, ew. Like, we need to stop.
What did she look like before?
She looked like a bombshell before.
Okay.
Like, I was like, man, Lola got body. Like,
You had a weird crush on a
yeah, I'm not
cartoon.
gonna lie, she was freaking hot.
Okay.
Like, she was beautiful, and she wasn't like, it wasn't just that she was hot. She was attractive and still like doing what you would do as a girl, like a normal. She was just
Okay.
normal and attractive, like playing basketball, hanging with the dudes. Like, she wasn't like just their eye candy. She was holding her own on court. So, yeah, no, I'm not about this new remake. Like, who was this for? If you're
I don't know.
if you're making it for the generation that watched the first Space
True.
Jam,
Which is
what
a
are you
lot of-
doing?
yeah.
Like,
It's one of those things where kids aren't gonna like run to it. It's gonna be people probably a little bit younger than me, like my brother's age, that was into
Yeah.
it. So like 2 years younger-ish than me.
yeah,
Yeah, those people are gonna go see the second one.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you're changing all these characters for the newer and younger generation, but we're the only, like, the generations that it was made for. We're the ones that are going to see it, not the kids that you're trying to make this for and appeal to. They don't care. They want something new. They want something fresh. Stop trying to recycle our childhood for the younger generations because it's not doing well. It's terrible. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, I don't like the new version of
What
Lola
does she
Bunny.
what does she look like now?
She looks like she can't fit her clothes. Like, I don't
Like
understand.
how so?
The like jersey on her has no boobs. It's like, she has no shape. She's like, she's, I don't, boxy, but not. I don't even know. Like,
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know why. No one can tell me why they did this other than to not offend people. And I'm offended because she doesn't look like, I guess, maybe I'm sexist because I'm like, she doesn't look like a woman, but whatever. I'm not happy about it at all.
I'm feeling like I'm tiptoeing around a rabbit and watching the rabbit's feelings. Evil Dead Rise. So that is the continuation of Ash from Evil Dead. Did you
Yep.
ever watch any of those movies?
I saw
Army of Darkness.
the really old ones. I haven't seen. I did see the new one, and that that freaked me the fuck out.
It was a great movie. It's scary.
Absolutely.
Aaron, did you see that
Ugh.
movie? The new Evil Dead came out probably
No, I don't think I
sometime
did.
in the 2000 teens.
I don't think I did.
You're not missing out on anything.
No, it was
It's
pretty.
just
It was scary.
Dark and
It
it's
was
just-
scary.
It wasn't like it was. It wasn't just.
It was
I
scary.
don't think it was scary.
It
It was
was-
just gory for no
it was
reason.
creepy.
I felt like it was just gory for no
dude,
reason.
it's that weird stylized horror of like demons, like not even demonic possession in like the Exorcist kind of way. It's like there's someone you need to lock in the closet because they're like a demon is in them, and like everything else starts like catching on fire.
But that wasn't even the part that like I didn't like about it. I just honestly feel like it was gory for
was
no
gory.
reason. It was just gore and blood and guts and violence for no reason. Like the reason the original was so good is because it was so cheesy, and then
Yeah.
it still had a pretty good storyline that you could follow. But the new one was just like, I'm gonna be gory just to be gory, and this girl's gonna get raped by a tree branch, and like it's
Is
just
that-
like, are you freaking
Yeah.
serious? Like, what is the purpose
That
of
was
this?
a thing. That was
So
a weird part of a
no, I
weird
did
movie.
not like it at all. I didn't like it. The new one.
So then there was a series. I don't know what it was on.
Ash versus the Evil
Ash
Dead.
versus Evil Dead.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was kind of funny.
It
which
is
is good.
I
He's a
love
funny character.
I love B
inherently.
movies. They're amazing.
So it was a B movie series.
Yeah.
Now they're going to be Evil Dead Rise, which I think is another series.
It better be as cartoony and campy as
I'm sure it
the
will be.
originals.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, Army of Darkness is a great movie.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely
Ridiculous
hilarious.
movie.
Oh, you guys got to see it if you haven't.
It's very yeah.
What is that about?
What's that about?
Have you ever seen an Evil Dead?
That one kind of takes a turn though. It's
The Army of Darkness
my
for
gosh.
sure is like it has absolutely nothing to do with the first and the second
Pretty
one.
much no.
Evil
It's-
Dead. No.
Oh
I've
my
not seen
God, Dylan, engage in the culture. Aaron, have you
Trying
seen?
to.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dylan.
What?
Dylan, high five.
Oh,
Thank you.
no.
We're on the edges of the culture now.
Come on,
I'm
guys.
aging out.
That
Dude,
was your
this
that was your
before-
generation.
Yeah, this
that
is
wasn't even
first
mine.
Evil Dead came out when 1981.
Yeah.
So Aaron, why did you see that movie?
Are you
It came out
talking
in
about
81.
Ash?
I've
Yeah.
seen
Against
I've
Evil
seen
Dead?
some
Not
of.
Well, you
Pope
should have
Some
said I
point.
was one.
Right.
I, I think I've seen some,
There's
but
two.
there's so
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
Well, there's three, but the third one
Wait,
has
no,
nothing
what?
to do with
no.
the first two.
No,
Oh.
you've seen
Yeah.
none. You've seen none.
So I've seen one.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I
He's
think I've
seen
seen
one.
the first one.
Good man.
It's with
Bruce Campbell.
yes. There you go.
I could say anybody's name. You said it. Errol Flynn. It's with Errol
No.
Flynn, right?
No, I wouldn't say yes. to
Okay.
that.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
That'd be hard now.
Ray and the Last Dragon. I'm gonna watch it. It looks pretty cool. I think so. It doesn't look like super cool where I have to see it, but it looks worth. I'll see it. It's like
Okay.
that.
You can see it.
You don't want to see it.
I'm not gonna see it. It looks terrible.
It doesn't look
just-
terrible.
it looks terrible to me. It looks too recycled. I feel like everything they've been doing lately is very recycled.
How'd you feel about Moana?
I liked the soundtrack,
Okay.
but the movie to me was just like meh.
Okay.
The one that Disney has done recently that I really loved was Coco.
Okay.
It was
Coco
amazing.
was good.
Soul
Beautiful.
could have been better.
I did not
I
see
think
Soul.
so.
I should see Soul.
Yeah. But I really loved Coco. It was a very good message, a very good story. And beautiful. The colors, oh my God. Like, I don't even like animated movies like that, but that one was
Yeah,
just.
it's pretty cool.
I think it
freaking
won a couple
gorgeous.
awards. for
I
that.
think it did.
I
don't know what it did,
should
but
have.
I
It was
think it did.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think the Book of the Dead also won some because it's kind of the same thing, but it was
That's not Disney.
no, it's Universal.
It's called Book of the Dead. That sounds
Yeah.
scary.
It's not. It's got Channing Tatum voicing one of the characters. But I think
How does
that
Book of the
one-
Dead not sound scary?
But because or
We're gonna go see Book
Maybe
of the
it was-
Dead. Hey, let's go.
It's
Bring your
Channing
kids.
Tatum.
Bring your
I mean,
kids.
come on.
Yeah,
he's
it's Channing
fun,
Tatum,
you know?
Book of the
It
Dead.
was the Sugar Skulls.
Take your
I don't
5-year-olds.
know.
We got
It's the Book
I
of the
think
Dead.
it was called
Hey kids,
Book
what do you
of
want to see? You want to see Book of the Dead? The kids be
I'm looking it
no.
up now.
It's Magic Mike on there.
I think he voiced one of the characters.
I don't think it's called Book of the Dead.
Maybe it's not called
Featuring
Book of the
Magic
Dead, but I
Mike.
thought-
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a
Book of
very
the Dead.
interesting movie, and I think we should make it. I would watch that because it's definitely going to be crazy.
I would watch that for sure.
Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead?
featuring Magic Mike.
And Matthew McConaughey.
Oh my God,
that'd be
that
great.
movie needs to be made. That's hilarious.
Who's read or listened? Because this is what I did. I listened to the audiobook of Matthew McConaughey's autobiography. It's called Green Lights.
I have not.
I started that. It's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's smart.
He's smart?
I like the way he thinks.
Yes.
That I think a lot of people feel like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good storyteller as well. He's a very good storyteller.
Yeah, very good.
I think he'd be great if they ever made a movie about Mark Twain.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I'm
think
surprised
Matthew?
nobody's done Mark Twain.
They may have, but it wasn't
that
maybe
would
a
be an
big
amazing
deal.
movie.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely not going to do it now. So
Why?
But if they're doing like a period piece, that
Why?
they want to have like an
Mark
actor
Twain.
that looks like him.
What's wrong with him?
in woke culture, are you kidding
People
me?
like Mark Twain. People really like Mark Twain.
We'll see about this.
They think they like him.
I don't think Mark Twain would survive modern
Exactly.
scrutiny.
I don't think so.
I think most people look at him in a
but-
positive light.
But one positive light that would be an interesting way to look at it is that he was like a traveling stand-up comedian.
Yeah, he was the first
So
stand-up
he's
comedian.
he's kind of the first American Hollywood. You know, like he's
Yeah.
that culture before
But it had
Hollywood.
nothing to do with Hollywood. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was that. He was the
But
first.
yeah.
They give away. They don't give it away. You earn it. You're awarded it.
Yeah.
Let's just stop saying they give away.
Well,
The
these
Mark
days-
Twain Award to very substantial stand-up comedians.
I really hope that I didn't just like put Mark Twain on the train to cancel culture.
No,
Because-
you can't. Please don't.
I'm not trying to,
I
but
think
you
he's
know
great.
how people are these
Wasn't-
days.
wasn't-
Dr. Seuss, for Christ's sakes, just got canceled.
By their own
It-
foundation. So we
exactly.
should take these books off. They might be offensive. I can respect that.
I can't.
They're books I've
respect
never
that.
heard of either.
I've
We
read
own
all
a
of
zoo?
those.
No. I mean,
my
I'm not.
God.
I'm not the like scholar of Dr. Seuss as you may be.
I love Dr. Seuss.
If the stuff we cancel
Okay.
is a shopping
But that's
This
what
is-
I'm saying.
This
Like,
is the most interesting topic I've had with like someone in their 30s
I
about
love
fight about
Dr.
Dr. Seuss.
because why are we censoring people? It was a different time,
Totally.
and censoring it now
We're-
doesn't make it not happen.
What he did was not.
and I don't think it was racist. Because
It's not
I didn't
racist.
think
It was a different
racist at
time.
all.
They're just being sensitive to the time. So his books do kind of. It's. I think it's mostly against Asian people. And I shouldn't even say against,
don't
but
even-
it's who may find it offensive.
I guess.
We were also in a war with the Japanese at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
he was he was also a propagandist artist. You draw like cartoon type posters with a message
Mm-hmm.
during World War II. I respect the company for going. These may these may offend people. Let's just take these away.
But why do you
I
have
think
to
it's-
announce it? If that was a decision
not
that you guys
announce
were
it?
making internally,
Because
why
maybe
do you have?
some people are looking for those books.
I think it's just a whole. Oh, we're super woke now. Please remember that
They're
Dr. Seuss
being
exists.
Culturally sensitive.
I'm just saying.
And I-
That's
yeah.
my opinion, and that's how I feel about it.
And that's how I feel.
That's how I feel about it. And that's
Who's gonna go
what
back to
I was like.
Disneyland when it reopens on April 30th?
Nah,
might.
I'm good.
You may. You gonna go?
I may.
What's pulling you there?
Might I don't know. The park, the rides,
All right,
the
Dylan.
the dot ice cream.
You just want to go have a fun time.
I want a churro. Have a fun time.
You want to? You can get a churro.
You can get a churro
Not-
right now, though.
You can get a churro at the mall. I
But
feel
it's
like.
not Disneyland.
Yeah.
So you
I
go to
understand.
Disneyland
The
to pay for
experience-
Yeah,
overpriced
it's
churros?
different, Dylan.
It is
I'm with you,
different,
man.
yeah.
I'm there with you.
taste different.
Not
at Disneyland, okay?
Cheerios, bro.
Churros.
Churro.
Did I say Cheerios?
You said Cheerios.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, the churros taste different, man.
I was doing my Spicoli accent, you know.
Okay.
I'm sorry, a what accent?
Spicoli accent.
From
What-
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, man.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Me neither. So I was like,
It's a movie to watch, I
excuse
guess.
me? I thought he was
Oh,
swearing
it's
at
great.
me.
I love it.
No, Mr. Han.
I
This is
saw-
our time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I saw Pretty Woman for the first time night before last.
Was she
I
that
can't
pretty?
believe it. I'm so
It was
disappointed.
on. It was on TV, so I just thought
I've
I'd
never
watch it.
seen it, Mike.
Yeah,
Are you
all right,
kidding
good.
me?
You know
I've never
why?
really-
Because
I've
we grew
never
up as
seen it.
boys. That is every girl I know has seen that movie. It's like I don't disrespect it. I don't say it's like a blah, it's dumb.
Mhm.
It's I know it's a girl thing. I'm sure girls are like, well, that's a guy thing. Most girls I talk to are like, have you seen Predator? And they're
Oh
like,
yeah,
you would,
because it's freaking
because
awesome.
you're awesome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
But most girls I'm not saying anyone says, I know you're that. I know you're an ex-Marine. I know you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you
Yeah.
like sci-fi. Of course you'd see Predator. Predator's a great movie.
It's
Predator.
fantastic.
Do you know this, Aaron? Predator
Get to
is
the
a
chopper.
Predator is a loose adaptation of Beowulf.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
It's about a warrior from a foreign land
Interesting.
that comes to
What do you
rescue
think about that?
in Beowulf, a kingdom, but look, this is just in the jungle, and vanquish a demonic monster.
But Beowulf dies.
He does.
You-
Did I just
You
ruin
know
it for you?
what? No, I'm gonna watch it with that in mind
Yeah.
because it is on HBO right now. So now I'm gonna watch
That's
it
a movie
with
when
that
it's
in
on,
mind.
I always stop to watch.
Really?
Yeah. That is a fun, great movie.
Yeah, it is.
And it's
fun.
really still holds up with story and special effects.
Oh,
They're
I just
still really
love
good.
that. Yeah.
It's a 1986.
Uh-huh.
Like that.
Aaron, you've seen Predator, right?
Oh yeah.
Please.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. I was in the culture back then, Mike.
Oh my gosh.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh. I was about to be
It's
really
all good.
sad. I was
know.
ready. I was
All
ready
good.
to be sad.
Yeah.
Mike,
but
can you back up just?
Yeah,
a tiny
sorry.
bit? Cool.
did you know that it's an adaptation of Beowulf?
I did not.
Yeah.
That's new information.
That's what makes it good.
Yeah.
It's not the best movie ever, but it's a pretty good movie.
I'm gonna have to see it now. With
I'd give
that
it
in
like a
mind.
B plus. It's like not a B movie. It's not like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
But it's a really fun, good, well done, good movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of movies are of that adaptation of Beowulf kind of thing. It's like that guy that fights the monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
I would
Beowulf.
say about like it's like the same thing in Doom.
Yeah. And
Kind
it's
of, because they actually travel through time.
So you've seen
Like
Doom.
not through time, actually through space. Sorry. Yeah, I've seen Doom with The Rock,
Oh my god.
Mr. Johnson.
I mean, yeah, they're going to fight
And
monsters.
Johnson.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be laughing at you.
I just
They
I
go to
can't believe
Mars.
you've seen Doom.
They go to
but you haven't
Mars
seen-
to
I've
fight.
seen what?
Yeah, you're right.
No, Doom
Oh.
was a video game, but okay.
Has anyone ever seen The 13th Warrior?
No.
With Antonio Banderas?
No, but I saw it on Netflix a couple of days
That
ago.
is my favorite bad movie.
Really?
It is epic, but it's also not a great movie.
Okay.
It's just not well
I like
executed.
watching really
It's-
bad
it's-
movies,
it's-
so I'll watch
It's so
it.
bad you still love it.
Oh, I love those. Those are my
But it's
favorites.
really good. It's a great story.
Wait, what?
So it's
Wait.
it's an
it can't be both.
Listen,
You
listen. It
listen.
can be both.
No,
I feel like it's
gonna be both.
both.
Okay.
It's an adaptation of two things in this order. It's a direct adaptation from a book that the movie was supposed to be called Eaters of the Dead, which is written by Michael Crichton,
Okay.
which is an adaptation of Beowulf.
Oh my god.
But you're like, we are not done with
Oh,
this.
we're gonna keep going with the
So-
Beowulf.
I'm
But-
Beowulf.
If I was a little kid and I told you about this movie, I would say it is a movie where it's Vikings versus cavemen. And you'd be like, wow, that sounds kind of cool.
Okay.
So this Viking group from Denmark gets a letter from, let's say, wherever else in Scandinavia, Sweden, maybe I think it was, or Norway.
Uh-huh.
So this, they all choose like, I will go, I will fight. I'm a Viking. We like to fight. This is what we do. Blah blah. You get your special forces group of the Viking guys who go to the other part of Scandinavia to fight this thing attacking this village. They don't know what it is at first. I'm gonna spoil it, but it's all these people. It seems like a tribe of like guys dressed in bear skins, and they think they might be like bear demons at first, and then they find out that they're not. But you later find out that they're like a vestigial tribe of Neanderthals. which is an offshoot of humans that were
I know what a
cannibalizing.
Neanderthal is,
Okay.
but I'm just trying to think about what this movie could
It's
even
a
be.
cool,
I'm like,
fun movie.
I don't know. It sounds so bad that I
good.
don't know if I want to like
Good.
watch it.
It's good. They don't make movies like this anymore.
I'm gonna watch it on
Do you ever
that principle,
watch
but
with-
like,
I don't know if you ever did this, but you watch with your parents like bad movies, usually sci-fi movies from the 60s, like Them or the Day the Earth Stood Still, which were like not great movies,
like
cinematically,
Planet of the Apes.
but they were so weird with their concept. Planet of the Apes is kind of on that borderline.
Mm-hmm.
It was so weird with that concept that like you had to appreciate it. You had to appreciate that era of time where they're making a bunch of bad movies that were just kind of also cool. You know what I'm talking about, Aaron?
Yeah, it had an aesthetic
Yeah.
that worked with the time.
Like legit B
Yeah.
movie. Like this is a B movie. We know it's a B movie. We're not trying to make anything.
Oh.
We're almost trying to make this bad on purpose.
oh, okay. I
and
was
a
like,
lot of those existed in the 60s with sci-fi movies. Like you blow something up big, like the beast from 20,000
Yeah.
Fathoms, throwing
Yeah.
an iguana going over a miniature city, and that's that's the movie.
yeah.
But there's something fun about that.
Huh.
That's kind of what this movie is. But it's like the last time they made a really bad, fun movie.
I think
like
it's
that.
the
Like a
creativity
popcorn
of it.
popper.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Godzilla is like
Yeah,
that genre.
but
I
it's
was gonna
also
say that, but
kind
I
of
wasn't.
boring. I'll be honest.
Godzilla?
bores me.
Really?
I get so excited because I remember
Yeah.
like little kid excitement Godzilla.
Yeah.
But like the new movies are boring. I
You
think.
were so excited the other week
No,
about seeing
no,
God. Oh no.
no.
I'm sorry, that was King Kong,
King
and I don't want
Kong.
to talk about King Kong.
I love King Kong.
We know.
So King
Oh my
Kong. When I was a
God.
kid, I said to my mom and dad, I want to watch.
Mike, we just had the promo
Fuck.
shot. You just made the promo shot
What?
face. Well, when you said I love King Kong, you gave this like you gave like the Charlton Heston to the camera, you
Wow.
know? It was pretty nice.
That was good. Okay.
Oh, we're
I
gonna talk
like
about
King
it.
Kong.
Like you want to see that movie.
I don't.
Like that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
King Kong I love, and Godzilla, it's still Godzilla, and they're gonna fight, and that's all you gotta know.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It's a monster movie.
Yep.
It's a monster movie thing.
Mhm.
It's great. Did you ever see Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Terrible, but fun.
Nah, it was alright.
It was not good,
It was alright.
but it was fun.
Alright.
I don't think I saw that movie.
So it's giant robots fighting giant monsters,
Yeah.
and the writing was not great, and the characters were kind of
but
awkward and
it's also a
clunky.
video game, though.
I don't think it was ever a video game.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure it
no, I
is.
think so. It's Guillermo del Toro who created the movie.
Uh huh.
They're great movies in that they're sort of bad that they're great, which is a weird thing. I can't explain it, but the concept. So I have a problem with Guillermo del Toro. I think all of his movies are very content rich and really cool, and the story is always janky.
I don't know any of his movies.
So Pacific Rim, so
Okay.
because he wanted to make a kaiju movie because he loves kaiju movies, which is the giant monster movies.
Uh huh.
The Shape of Water, which won an Oscar about 3 years
Oh,
ago.
that's on Hulu right now.
Have you seen that?
No, I've been passing it like
That's
every
the
day,
most
and I'm like,
artful
I might
movie,
watch
and
it.
I'd say as far as writing goes, it's actually a great story. It actually is a very good movie. I don't think when he's doing a movie in Spanish that is still happening to him. I think something weird happens when he makes an English-speaking movie because Pan's Labyrinth is a really good movie as well. Have
Wait,
you
the
seen
one
that?
with David Bowie?
No, that is Labyrinth from like 1981.
Freaking love that movie.
Pan's Labyrinth is a Spanish film
Mm-hmm.
having to do with all that kind of macabre, kind of Dante's Inferno looking.
It's amazing.
Have you seen it, Aaron?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great
It's a great movie.
And the Spanish Civil War too
Yeah,
is like
it's-
an
it's set-
interesting.
Yeah, it's set during the
Interesting
Spanish Civil
setting.
War.
Mm.
So this girl escapes into this like kind of makeup land. You don't know whether it's real or not. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's a really cool movie. It's a beautiful movie too.
Okay.
Those are really
I'll put
good
it on my
movies.
list.
It's
Pacific
visually
Rim?
striking. Yeah.
It's not good. Pacific Rim is a lot of fun.
Okay.
The second movie was even worse with that. It was so bad. Still a lot of fun. What else has he done? Hellboy.
Oh God, no! Oh my God!
You don't like Hellboy?
Oh my! Oh,
I think
crazy
Hellboy's a
movie.
lot of fun.
Ugh.
Still, the writing to me is kind of
oh,
janks.
It got
it
pretty
was
cheesy.
freaking terrible.
It got pretty cheesy.
Are we talking about
All of them.
Ron Perlman or the new version?
All of them. Every single one of them. I'm like, oh, this is bad. And then they made another one. I'm like, oh, this is still really bad.
The concept's great though. The comics are great. That's
It's like
what's
watching Triple X.
great. Yeah, Triple X is corny. You're right.
Yeah.
But it's also so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
But it's really not that bad. There's a weird line that they do in movies. Like, we're gonna make it this style. Unbelievable. 1970s James Bond. We're gonna do it. And that's like a thing. That is a style. Yeah.
I don't think you can put.
Mr. Bond.
Yeah, I don't think that's a fair. I don't think that's a fair
I
comparison.
would equate Triple X more like a direct blood, not a sequel because it just doesn't work that way. Blood relative to Roger Moore James Bond than I would the rest of the James Bonds to each other.
So it wasn't really more
Okay.
Can you?
talking.
What are you doing?
Okay, I guess that's
Moving
fair.
about.
I guess that's fair.
It's camp.
Yeah. Okay.
It's that action camp. Yeah, I think that's a category.
Okay.
Action
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah.
And you can push it too far camp.
But
it's,
Roger Moore, though.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. And I think, except for GoldenEye, the subsequent Pierce Brosnan James Bonds were equally as corny. GoldenEye was great. GoldenEye is one of the best James Bond movies.
I
could
like Die Another Day. I liked it.
It was starting to get a little after that. It was. It was
After
bad.
Die Another Day, I will say yes.
Yeah.
But
What was
I
after?
really liked Die Another Day. I thought it was great. Huh?
What was after?
There's
I
a
think that's
few.
when we
Die Another
switched to
Day.
Daniel Craig.
No,
was
there was
after
about
that
4
one.
Pierce Brosnans.
Yes.
Tomorrow's Never Die.
Is that a movie?
Yes.
Bond.
Okay.
That is.
It's
You can say a lot of things like that. You can make a lot of things sound like a James Bond movie.
I think you're right. I think that one did.
You
come
got
after
yeah. It's a very
Die Another
specific
Day.
combination of words, but you make a lot of things sound like that's what they.
Charles.
That's probably how they do it.
Yeah, and then there was.
They're like,
Yeah.
never say.
That was pretty much it.
That is a
I think
movie.
that was
Never say
all
never
of
again.
his.
Oh, and then sometimes there's an animal, like you never say never the panther. they have like little extra things sometimes.
Right. You're right. Yeah. So it makes it a little more mysterious. Man with the golden gun. You're like, oh, what? Okay. Or it's Die Another Day. It's like, thank you. I will.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
I think Britney Spears sung that song.
Not
right?
today.
It was Madonna.
I don't think so. I don't
It
think.
was Madonna.
Yeah.
It was
I don't think
Madonna.
Britney did any James Bond
No,
songs.
Britney did one. She did like a.
No, I don't
It
think
was
so.
like all electrified and stuff.
That was Gaga.
Adele's
Adele's great.
That was.
song in the Bond was amazing.
She sounded like Bond.
That
That was like
was-
old school.
That was
there was a
how
Yeah.
that song, because that song is that old school
Right.
classic
Voice.
thing.
Yeah.
And every time that Metallica does it or
Yeah.
something, they just everyone misses it.
Yeah.
I want Brittany Howard to do that one.
Yeah.
I think
you gotta stay with that style.
like that style, that
Like they went
Yeah.
with the times.
that's part of it.
the
And
problem-
Adele nailed it. She killed it.
She did.
She
Absolutely.
killed it.
I loved it. I completely agree. What I think needs to happen is they need to keep that James Bond opening, like early '60s
Feel.
glamour feel.
Mm-hmm.
What's his face?
Daniel Craig.
Nope, the original.
Sean
Connery. Why am I brain farting? Hardcore. That classiness of it,
Oh, yeah.
and like that sophistication, and that.
Yeah.
Problem is that's classic, and I think they should always do that. The problem when you look back at it is the '60s weren't cool as time was going by, because when you're in the '70s, you're like, we don't do that. That's old. We don't do that. You don't get to appreciate that style till it's about
Do you
now.
think we're on the last Bond?
No,
Like, is this
no,
allowed?
there's always going to be James Bond. There's always going to be a James Bond.
They're trying
I
to
don't
replace
know.
James Bond with a woman.
So yeah, that's the question.
No, that's like a spin-off. So she's not going to be Jamie Bond, but it's a spin-off. But there will be James Bond. I think they'll probably give her thing. Might not, may or may, who knows?
I read an
Might
article that
do it.
She's gonna take the role as 007,
Right.
but she's not gonna be James Bond. She's gonna be like
Well,
the
no.
new recruit that entered, but they're gonna call back James Bond to finish the job. and
Right.
They're gonna work together.
I
I
guess
think
we'll
that's
see.
one timeline. I think they restart James Bond's timeline over and over again. There's 6-ish James Bonds. Every time they do that, it's a new universe. It's
We'll see.
not a
But
continuation.
they were trying to make it seem as though that she's now
She may have a spin-off
James
movie.
Bond,
They're probably going to see if they
and
how
there
many.
is not going to be another James
Do you,
Bond.
do you remember when
That's what they were saying.
the Bourne Identity had the spin-off, the one spin-off with Jeremy Renner?
No.
It was like the Bond. You might know this, Aaron. So the Bond Identity, I think, had 3 movies.
Yeah.
And then they did a spin-off with Jeremy Renner where he was the same type of, like, brain erased, programmed type of
think I
soldier,
did see
assassin,
that.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know, the Bourne Identity is, Jason Bourne is. There was another dude, and it was Jeremy Renner, and it was like the Bourne Identity, the Bourne something, I forget, but it was like a completely different name, and it was Jeremy Renner was the main character. That was their attempt at doing that. They may be attempting to do the same type of thing with this, and and they probably wanted to make more movies with Jeremy Renner. I'm hoping, or they're hoping, they're probably making like a second side character. So they'll probably do concurrently,
I think we'll agree to
and
disagree
she could
on
probably go on her own, even if they restart the other James Bond with a new actor and do a different, like a multiverse.
this. We'll agree to disagree. on this.
Okay. What do we just? I feel like we're just disagreeing on
No,
what?
I'm just saying we'll
Theories?
agree to disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they feel like there's each Bond has their own persona to the story.
Yeah, because they're
So that's-
restarting. It's a
That's
revamp
The
every
multiverse
time.
kind of
Could be.
combo.
Could be. Moon Knight. So I don't know if it's a rumor or it's solidified yet. Oscar Isaac is going to play Moon Knight, who's a Marvel character. Okay. Moon Knight is like a Batman in like persona, but not the rest. So like goes out at night, vigilante, dark mysterious, that kind of vibe. But he think more of the look of Assassin's Creed.
Okay. I already hate this. But okay.
And you'll really hate this. He has magic powers that
Oh my
he
god.
got from a Egyptian god.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's him as a superhero.
Oh,
His
Jesus.
personality is he's mentally. They don't know if he's crazy or not. So like he's just kind of weird, like a very dark version of Space Ghost.
Okay.
Think of Spawn if he was drunk.
That still seems
what this
funny
guy
though.
is.
Like.
It is funny. It's supposed to be funny.
Oh,
I think he's
is
like the
it?
second funniest Marvel character after Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know
Like
nothing
him and
about
Deadpool
this.
would have like a weird psychosis off.
Know nothing
Yeah.
about this character whatsoever. When
excited.
you said Moon Knight, I thought you were making this up. I
What?
thought it was a joke.
So Moon Knight.
Yeah, I thought you
Just
were
pulling
like
things
saying
out of
it's a
thin
Moon
air.
Knight or something.
No.
Like I did not know this was a real
Yeah,
character.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will try and read it, but it seems something. Yeah, no, I'm not interested. I'm not going to
Seems
even
funny.
pretend.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. If they make it rated R, I'll watch it.
I think they will.
Okay.
But it's all. Nah, I don't know if they will. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Disney Plus.
Well, then I'm not going to watch it.
Maybe 13, PG-13.
Okay.
And
Why is the rating important?
I have no idea. Because
I think ratings
okay,
are important.
the rating.
Ratings
okay,
are
the
important.
acting
Yeah.
in the movie depends on the rating.
No.
No,
That's why
it's
you-
it's
No.
about what they can and
Content.
cannot do
Right.
within
Right.
the movie.
But I'm saying to you guys, why is the rating important? To
Well,
watch
here's the
First-
thing. I actually really believe in movie ratings. It's one of the few like things I do believe in. I don't think people who are going to see rated R movies should be less than 17.
I have to stop.
What?
This is one of the few things you believe in. Go ahead. Please continue. I just wanted to recap that for this moment here. Stand
Like,
proud,
I
Mike.
remember being a kid and seeing movies I should not have seen, and it kind of affected
That's
me.
true.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I think it's
Yeah.
a thing. And there's plenty of movies out there where you can keep, and the really good movies, like you want to watch the G movies
Yeah,
as
no,
long as
that's
you
great.
can, and then the PG movies, you don't want to have kids going home with nightmares. I remember
Yeah.
seeing clips of Freddy Krueger in previews and having
Nightmares.
like weird like anxiety phobias.
Yeah.
Of falling asleep. Yeah.
Me
for
too.
for like a good portion of like if I was 5, I had a problem. Like, I couldn't look out windows. I had a phobia of looking out windows at night because I thought a vampire would look in my room.
I kind of had the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So if I had the windows up, I thought that a vampire was going to look. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to look at me.
And
it's
scare
gonna
the
make
crap
me
out of you.
not feel good. It was every night, dude. I could not have the windows open.
Yeah.
And then I got a little older, and you'd think I'd get through it, but I didn't. It just kind of changed. I thought I was gonna see an alien.
And now you're like, dang, I really want to see one.
I was into like the X-Files and stuff,
Oh,
and
wow.
that was a scary show. So I could not open the windows. And actually, there was a time before that, even when I was real little, I thought a coyote was gonna look at me.
Wow.
Why coyotes?
I don't know. I just had this fear. I don't know why this has to do with radar movies.
Yeah.
But like when you're a kid, no, it absolutely does. When
Okay.
you're a kid, you get those weird scaries.
Bringing it around.
You get those weird scaries. You do.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you ever get those weird scares now? Like if you ever watch like
No,
Exorcist
because I'm an
or
adult.
something?
No.
I freak out sometimes.
But,
I'm like, shoot, Exorcist.
No, there's one, especially when we were growing up, Aaron.
Yeah.
Horror movies in the 80s were like
Scary.
over the top
Scary. Yeah.
effective.
And
Like, they
part of the
perfected it,
culture in like a
Well, they had Freddy
I don't
Krueger,
know.
they had Jason, they had Michael Myers all at the same time. That was a thing. Like the supernatural slasher dude guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a real thing in the 80s, and yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I like being scared. Not at the time I hated it, but looking back, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So this happened. It was a weird thing. Me and my cousin, we were little, decided to put a jacket on together. So I had one arm and she had the other, and we were like having like the most fun time for a minute because we fell down, and I looked at my neighbor's house, and there was like this, I don't know what you call it, like the corner of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Steeple.
I thought, no, the opposite steeple was like pointing down at the ground, like an eave. I don't know if you call that an eave. I thought it was like a giant vulture's tail, and I freaked out. And I'm going, oh yeah, I gotta get up. And my cousin, who's 2 years older than me, she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh no. And like, I was so scared. And I was trapped in this jacket, and I finally got out, and I run away. My cousin's looking at me like, what just happened? Because as a kid, I thought there was a giant, like 26 like foot wingspan. I saw this giant tail, which turned out to be part of the roof. I thought it was like hiding out there. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like,
well, you're an artist. You have
I
like a
guess.
creative. You have an
I s-
active imagination.
I saw some monsters
And it's
a few times that weren't there.
That means you're
Yeah.
scared when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. Like you look at something like, holy shit, you thought it was a monster or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like
the sound in the background.
I feel like you haven't. And you're just
No,
like,
I
yeah.
definitely have.
sure.
But like, I don't know. It was entertaining watching you explain it. So that's why I'm not.
Like
talking.
my child, and I think a lot of kids are like this. Like your memories, at least your childhood, and like what you see in movies, don't have that big of a divide.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know what to believe. You don't
Right.
know everything yet. So
Right.
if you see like something that looks like a giant tail, you don't have to know that like there's no such thing as a giant vulture, but you think it because you don't know that
Yeah.
science behind it. So like it would make sense because you're running more on instinct, I think.
Yeah, I get what
At
you're
that
saying
little age,
because
so.
the birds is the reason why I do not like birds.
The movie The Birds?
Yeah, from I saw that movie as a child,
Ah.
and ever since then I do not like birds.
That's the word.
I'm not a big fan of birds.
I'm not a big fan of
They're-
birds. I hate clowns because I did see
Okay.
it when I was a child. I mean, I wasn't supposed to see it, but
No,
you know,
like
I
I
have
said,
cousins.
This whole conversation is
are-
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
You should not
that's what I'm-
be
yeah.
showing kids movies like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Or the gory movies,
Yeah.
because that affects you. Or the sexy sex movies, because
Mm-hmm.
that causes other issues too. I think kids should see movies as
age
the
appropriate.
rating says. I
Yeah.
sound so... This is the one thing I believe in, Aaron.
So parental right now.
Yes.
Hey, no, I'm convinced. It
Yeah.
makes sense now.
So, I don't know, man. Yeah. I could be this with a dead horse, but I saw like, especially a lot of like sci-fi movies when I was a kid that I still, even though it's not supposed to be a scary movie, they have good stories, and that's not the main point. Like the alien popping out of the guy's chest. Should have seen that at like
Yeah.
14, even though I was 14.
Yeah,
So
What about Hannibal?
they see that?
I did. I
What
definitely
was
saw
your guys'
Silence of the Lambs when I was a kid.
I remember Silence of the Lambs. I
What
don't
was
know
the
if I saw
first
it.
reactions? or
I don't remember
impressions?
Hannibal that well. I don't think I was paying attention when I watched it. I think I watched it on like DirecTV.
Oh no, I was definitely sneaking in to watch those things when
Did
my
you
parents
guys
were watching.
Did you guys catch up on the?
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. What?
Did you guys catch up on the TV show?
Oh, that show was
Hannibal?
freaking
I
great.
think I watched a few of the first seasons. It was pretty
So
good.
good.
It was pretty good.
So good.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't deserve to be canceled. It was freaking
3
amazing.
seasons?
Yeah. It was
Interesting.
so amazing.
I think it was scarier than the movie. Actually, the two movies, right? Because Hannibal had another one. 3. Look at that.
Actually,
I think there was a third. There's like a prequel.
4.
4.
Red Dragon.
Mhm.
That's recounting. So, Snyder Cut came out
Oh my
today?
God. Last night.
Last night.
Whatever. Okay. I haven't seen it. Because I've been super freaking busy, but I cannot wait to watch that tomorrow. I'm going to get me some I'm going to go to the theater. I'm going to get some
You're gonna see it in
movie
the
theater.
theater?
No. I'm not going to see it in the
Okay.
theater. I'm going to go to the movie theaters to pick up movie theater popcorn.
Wow.
And bring it to my house. Even though I'm not supposed to be eating or chewing anything, I'm still
Yeah.
going to do it for the Snyder Cut. I don't
No,
care. I'm
don't.
doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it.
Get the real stuff.
I need this.
No.
I need
There's
this.
other things.
I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm super freaking excited. I've already blocked out the time tomorrow that I'm going to watch this movie, and then I'll look at my review.
Wow. What's so good about this
I don't know, man, but you're...
event happening?
Be careful eating popcorn.
I will.
Sonia
I'll be fine.
Frack-
I'll be fine.
What did you do?
Don't tell. I don't want to tell people. I don't
It's
want
just
to tell
dental
people.
work.
I don't care. I don't want to tell people. It's none of your business. I don't want to talk about it.
Aye.
Yeah.
Crowns.
Thomas Crown Affair?
Yeah, I
It's a
love
thing,
it.
man. People
It's
have
good.
people have, cavities.
I
and
don't wanna
crowns.
talk about
their
it.
crowns, sometimes their crowns have an affair and they just break up.
Man,
Wow. Anyway,
you're
I'm
on
going to see
timeout.
it.
You're on timeout.
I'm going to see it, and I can't wait.
Okay.
It's going to be fantastic.
Disney Plus is going to have some things I did not expect them to have, and I'm so glad they are. Speaking of like little kid times, that was a good segue. So we're just talking about little kid times. They'll have the Ewok movies. And
I'm excited about one.
Yes.
Of those, Mike.
Those things scared the crap out of me, guys.
The Gorax, the giant
What?
guy
Oh my
with the.
God. Yeah, I
This
didn't.
guy?
They still, I'm still thinking about it, like growing up, and I'm like,
They
oh
were
my
cool
God, that
movies.
thing scared the
They were
crap out of me.
pretty
They
fun.
freaked me out.
Those were
I
good
didn't
movies.
like it.
As a kid, I think they were good movies. I
They
don't know if
they
hold
freaked
up.
me out, man.
Are we
The
talking
Ewoks
about-
freaked you out?
Yes.
Oh, I'm talking about like the monsters in the movies.
I'm talking about all that whole thing. I'm like, no, this is
So you just don't like
creepy.
Ewoks.
I didn't like it.
You're like an Ewok.
I guess so.
discriminate.
They freaked me
Like you
out.
don't
They
like-
freaked me out.
You can't call that racism because they're not even like
They freaked
human.
me out. I don't know. I don't know
just
what
don't
to
like
say.
little bear
I don't
people.
like it. They freaked me out. They were creepy. Like I thought my teddy bear was gonna get up and like
You know what?
chase
if you
after me.
lived
Like I don't like that.
in the Star Wars
creepy.
galaxy, I think some people would think that's a form of prejudice.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I don't care. Like they creeped me out. I'm sorry. They were creepy.
Do you know what my mom's afraid of?
What?
She has nightmares about the Munchkins in Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's terrible.
I totally get that. That is,
Really?
yeah, those are
She
terrifying
hates-
little creatures.
Munchkins? They're
Oh.
so cute.
But
my
the
god.
way that scene is filmed, like
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
like a
It's
really
great. That's
bad
magic.
acid trip.
Yeah,
It's
that movie
there's-
is magic.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
like
reason that
an
movie's always
aesthetic
on.
there that's
Yeah.
really creepy.
Wizard of Oz.
I
They
didn't
did that
think
movie
it was,
so well.
It was fantastic.
And it was 1939.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's still amazing to watch. They
Yeah.
captured
that movie's
this,
incredible.
Like it's not realistic, but they capture this like fairy tale
It
that
just
you're
makes
really
you feel
looking
like you're
at
there
it.
still.
Yeah.
Like I love movies that are like that because I was just watching Batman. Of course, don't judge me, okay?
Why am I judging you? I love Batman.
Yeah, but
What?
you know how movies are so like old movies, especially like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers is kind of in the same realm of The Wizard of Oz because it's a really
know what
really
that
old
is.
movie. It's a super old movie, but like
From America?
yeah,
Okay.
it's a musical.
Okay.
It's really
Yeah.
good. But you know how you just have those movies that no matter how much time has passed, no matter how much we've like remade them or redone them, they're just still that good.
Yeah.
Love it. That's the Wizard of
Yeah,
Oz.
Wizard of Oz is great.
Yeah, you can see all the props and everything, but
You
you don't
can,
care
but
because it's so good.
I feel like it's what else? They were doing like play staging technology. Like it looks like a play.
Mm.
It looks like a play. I think it's supposed to look like a play. I think they said we're gonna make this look like a play. Like, but it's like so well done.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
I think also just before everything was just digital,
Right.
Like, we're just not convinced of everything in digital, like as much as physics.
Yeah.
Like when you see something and it's really there and you see it break, it hits you different because it's perfect, you know.
Yeah.
And like, there's an impact that's totally not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just love that though.
I love that movie too because I think it's the gateway for a lot of kids. It's their first like crazy story. It's their first like step into fantasy and
world.
sci-fi and make believe.
Yeah.
I think it's an important movie.
I love it.
I think it's the first movie kids should watch for and get into like that kind of step towards that direction.
No,
No,
I think the Little Rascals was that.
no, Little Rascals didn't have enough make believe. I'm saying as a this
Oh, you're
first step
saying
towards
as a
make
make-believe.
movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, the creativity.
Yeah, no,
behind it.
you're
Yeah.
yeah.
because it's just scary enough. It's
Oh,
letting
yeah.
it's letting kids
those
know
monkeys.
the monkeys and the good witch. It's letting kids know like this is a part of this. Like
Yeah.
you got a little horror in your good sci-fi. Always,
Oh,
even
so-
Star
so
Wars,
scary.
even Darth Vader's scary. I think when you were young, he was scary.
No,
Not you, but like the first time you saw it, he's intimidating.
no,
Then you know the backstory.
Darth Vader's intimidating.
not to me. No, but that's because I
Imagine-
saw Darth Maul, and I was like,
First,
yeah, that was my first
ruins
introduction
things.
to the Star Wars, like seeing the commercials because I still had not
he's scary
seen.
looking. He's very scary looking.
I still hadn't seen the
Yeah.
Star Wars, but yeah, I was like,
Darth Maul's very
I'm
scary
not playing
looking.
with that guy.
No.
That guy is scary.
That's demonic looking.
He scares
Yeah.
me. I
Monster.
don't want to see
Yeah.
this movie because he's very scary. And I don't know anything about Star Wars, so
Like, I
I'm
don't
not
like
going there.
He's like a Freddy Krueger, basically.
I was
What
like,
about
no,
Jabba the Hutt?
I'm
Hold on.
not seeing
Jabba
that
Hutt's-
movie. That thing creeps
he's
me out. Why
gross,
is he
right?
a
He's supposed to be
thing?
gross.
Why is it
Yeah.
a thing though?
But
Why?
like, imagine if you're like,
You know,
going back to being little. It's like seeing that.
yeah,
just
you're like,
oh my
that's
God, it's a
gross.
weird.
Oh,
It's like
and
gonna
they
eat
always have
people.
the
You could
slime
probably have
off of
phobias
it.
about that,
Ugh,
like
no.
I did, like I was a kid.
No, I didn't. I never understood what his purpose in the Star Wars
Who?
universe was.
Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah.
He's a gangster.
Okay,
Organized crime boss.
He's
but why though?
he's Igor or someone.
What are you saying? Stop.
Like,
You said organized crime
Time out,
boss, and I
time
thought
out.
about Russians.
I-
I don't know.
but why are people? I don't understand why people are scared of him. Like that doesn't.
He runs
that
a
doesn't-
crime syndicate.
Okay, but why did y'all let him do that?
Because he's a Hutt. That's what they do.
What I don't know.
That's
what
what
that
their whole
means.
culture does. They're
Oh.
they're crime bosses.
His entire family. So he's the mafia.
They're the mafia. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The Hutts are the mafia in the Star Wars universe.
But why?
Why not? It's an added fun little add to the world there.
Okay.
What? Why? What type of why?
Because I just don't understand why they would pick that creature to represent
They have-
the mafia. Because that thing is gross. Like I would never listen to something that's that gross. I'd be like, ew, gross.
They're like big and
You know?
overbearing. Basically, is how I feel.
They're
So
slugs.
are
Yeah.
they bigger than the people
They're
that
huge.
they're? Oh, well, I don't know that because like I don't know that.
He's like a
I thought he
900-pound slug. He's
Again,
a giant thing.
Don't
I
they eat,
would
like,
not be
spiders?
afraid of you. Like I'd just be like, gross, ew, don't
I
talk
don't. They
to
have
me.
a lot of financial pull. I don't know how. They really haven't really gone into that.
Well, I
They
want them
should.
to explain it.
They're the mafia.
I'm trying to
They
figure
get
it
other people
out.
to kill their people a lot.
See,
Yeah.
what
That's what they do.
happens was they invested this much in this stock, and that's how they got their investments right.
What?
Dylan
Okay.
being Dylan.
All right, buddy. And the cartoon. So it's like the little Ewoks having their.
They creep me out.
They're a little creepy.
They're creepy teddy bears, and I did not like that.
They
That was like
they
when
were
I-
gonna eat Han Solo and Luke and Leia.
Ewoks?
Yeah, they were. They
little
they had
furry
them
dudes?
like on the sticks.
See, and you're telling me this, and it's not making me want to like these things anymore.
And I think they're like setting a fire under them to cook them.
I don't
They were
like.
gonna eat them.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
That's why I didn't watch Star Wars. That was why I
Like
didn't watch
technically
Star
not
Wars.
cannibalistic, but kind of sort of cannibalistic.
That's the reason I didn't watch Star Wars. That right there. Because I saw that little creepy thing. Like, my cousins were watching it. And I saw that creepy thing. And I was like, I want no part of this. It looks like my teddy bear.
I can see that very well. Are you still watching the Clone Wars?
Yes. It's so long. And there's so many
7
episodes.
seasons.
I
I
don't
think it's
have
7.
time to just sit and watch
It's
them all.
good.
I will try my best.
Just
but
watch
I'm
one a
busy.
day. They're an easy watch.
All right. I have a lot of other things that I would watch
I know,
over it.
but it's like
That's
a
why
half
I'm
hour
saying,
a day.
like-
It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm watching other things.
What else?
The documentaries that I'm about to like super dive
There's
into.
another one on Netflix. It's called Murder Among Mormons.
I'm waiting
It's like
to
a
have
division in the Mormon church that caused a... I think that's what it is.
So tomorrow is Zack Snyder, and when I get some time, I'm blocking it off to binge that entire series because I am super interested in the Mormon church because I know nothing about it. So like, this is murder and Mormonism, so I'll get to like kill two
Okay.
birds with one stone.
All right.
I'm pretty excited.
Just not mockingbirds.
Bro. Okay.
What?
All right. Anyways. Oh, wow.
Someone always says that for him. I think it's
And then they don't consider it part of the canon of Star Wars because it goes timeline. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, the Clone Wars movie, and then series. So the cartoon.
Oh, okay. I was like, there wasn't a movie. It wasn't a live action. It was
animated
animated.
movie.
Uh-huh.
And then Revenge of the Sith. And then Star Wars Rebels after that. Why did I start going into the timeline here?
I don't know.
No, but this is interesting.
At a point. Hold on. I was going to... I was
Don't
telling
be-
you something here.
I
Oh,
told you I didn't.
This
like
is why you got to
Ewoks.
watch it all. Okay, sorry. I already know what I'm doing.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Then Rogue One. Have you seen Rogue One?
Yeah, it was
You like Rogue One,
fantastic.
yeah.
It was great.
That was great.
And then
Yay!
the original trilogy happens.
Aaron's seen Road One.
Good,
I
Aaron.
know,
I'm
I
happy.
know.
That's
You
amazing.
would
Big
see that
deal.
one.
It's
That's more
you
of a you
guys.
movie, I feel
I
like.
worked on it, yeah.
You did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Yes. And then the sequels that don't need to be talked about. Let's just forget that's over there. Let's put that
Oh
over
God,
there.
I'm
Okay.
so mad at myself.
But from then is Mandalorian.
Wait, the three we don't talk about, and then the Mandalorian.
No. 3 we don't, just push that aside.
Okay.
So go original trilogy
Okay.
and then the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Don't even worry about this that happens longer after. So that's where we're at now. The Mandalorian has more to do with Rebels and Clone Wars.
Okay.
A little bit to do with the original trilogy because I felt like that was just what was going on Mandalore was completely different than what was going on with the war between the Rebels and the Empire.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Mhm.
It's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
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 Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh. Also,
Yeah.
the original reason I brought that up. There was a Clone Wars cartoon
Mm-hmm.
before there was a CGI animation show. The cartoon does not play into the timeline. But the cartoon is actually really cool and really fun. And it's made by that guy, Gendy Tartanovsky.
Oh my God, Gendy.
Gendy. So it's all that like crazy action.
Yeah.
Very cool.
There's one more thing that Disney Plus said they were putting into that package.
Which is what?
Willow.
Nice. I thought it was already on, but I guess you're right.
What is?
You don't know Willow?
No.
Oh.
Oh my
Willow.
God.
Willow is great.
What is?
It's
what-
so good.
What is
It's
it?
a sword and sorcery movie sort of thing.
They couldn't get the rights to Lord of the Rings,
Oh.
and so they made Willow, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's that kind of vibe.
Why couldn't they get the rights?
Probably because they weren't willing to sell them yet.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
Ron Howard. It's got
Oh.
this
Ron
like
Howard
kind
directed
of
it.
quaint, tongue-in-cheek kind
Yeah.
of vibe. It's really
It's
cool.
a Lucasfilm still though. It's
Yeah,
like the only
it's-
Lucasfilm
yeah.
that's not
A Star Wars film?
Star Wars or Indiana Jones film.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Lucas did do
Yeah.
Indiana
Yeah, it's really
Jones.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Aren't they good?
I'm not a fan.
Of
I'm
Indiana
sorry.
Jones?
No, I've only seen
What?
one. And that was
Which
the
one?
Crystal Skull.
No, that's the worst one. That's why you're
Yeah.
not a fan.
The first one.
Don't even see that movie.
Okay.
See the first one.
Aaron, you've seen all the Indiana Jones, right? The ones that matter?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. That's why we're friends.
Now we're talking.
Now we're
All
My
right.
language.
Yes.
Toss me the
Those
whip.
are some of the
Indiana
best
Jones.
movies ever. Ever.
Yeah.
Best ever.
So good.
Like, they're good. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. They're so much fun.
Snakes.
They're
I
very
hate
well
snakes.
done. Stop. Very well done. And like the mythology that they put into it.
Yeah.
Like you have to.
He's
I just
such
hit
a
that camera.
great character.
Like-
is great.
Oh my gosh.
And
he's so
Harrison
great.
Ford is just awesome.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
so good at that role, you know.
Did you ever
that-
see
yeah.
what are those movies? The Da Vinci Code.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
But Aaron, would you say like take like the education and brains of the guy from the Da Vinci Code,
Okay.
combine them with like I don't know
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want to throw something else in there, but I just don't know what to. And kind of like a little bit of James Bond.
Yeah.
And that's Indiana Jones. Do you think that's a good description, Aaron?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You also have to throw in like Baloo the bear.
Baloo the bear.
Yeah,
From
there's
Tailspin.
just
Yeah.
there's like a swagger.
There's a little
you know?
bit of that.
and
There's
a
a
cowboy.
little bit of lazy.
Yeah. There's a little bit of lazy there. Yeah.
Like kind of. Yeah. That's him too.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
He's like, I'm serving
Like
my
he
country.
knows he's lazy. He's like, I'm just stubborn. I'm not even that lazy. I just don't want to do things. That's his attitude. But he has to like do it.
Okay.
That's his personality. That's the Indiana
it's
Jones
like
personality.
it's
young Harrison Ford.
yeah.
Basically. Like
Yeah.
think about Harrison Ford and how he's really grumpy. I don't think he's like Han Solo. I think Harrison Ford is more like Indiana Jones because Indiana Jones didn't want to do a damn thing and he kept having to.
and it kept happening.
That was Indiana Jones in a nutshell.
It's also just like
He's like,
the
here
absurdity
I go.
of like
I gotta like fight a bunch of Nazis because you stole that girl that I'm so about. But I knew it was her dad, so crap.
I also think there's something to like he's an archaeologist,
Yeah.
which is like not a career of
Yeah, it's
you know,
pretty
it's
funny.
not a Navy
It's-
SEAL, it's not a firefighter, like it's a guy who
almost comical. Yeah.
who like airbrushes rocks
Yeah.
all day long.
But this guy
And then-
has a gun
This
and
guy-
a whip and kicks 10 Nazi asses a day, fights anacondas, dodges bullets as they're being shot at him. Like, but he's
It's just
a,
a day-
but he's
he's
an
a
arch-
professor.
You could have said he
Yeah.
was also he could
Yeah.
have been a CPA. He could have been a forensic CPA.
Yeah.
Trying to like find like
Trying to figure out-
Hitler's like financials.
Secret stash.
And all
and
the Nazis come after him. It's like the same premise. like he's a dentist, basically. It's just like
yeah.
same. It's a dude that works in a museum, and he goes on all these adventures, and like almost gets killed. Like one of the main things that almost really kill him, the evil spirits from the Ark of the Covenant. It's like that's some heavy. Like the Bible
Yeah,
opened
it's
up,
like-
and the angels became demons,
It
and they
gets
came
heavy.
at me.
Because
Yeah.
they're too greedy.
There's that, and then what else did he fight? A death cult in
India.
Thank you. That would do this to your heart and
Louise.
pull it out of your chest, or also try to feed you to alligators. And
Crystal Skull back to Germans.
no, we're not talking about Crystal Skull. That did not need to be made. And then the third one is I'm fighting the Nazis, but I have to find the Holy Grail
Yeah.
because the Nazis are after the Holy Grail. And now my father got shot, and I'm going to save him with the Holy Grail. That's what these movies are.
Okay.
They're so grandiose.
So do you think like
Stop. They're so grandiose that it is funny, but at the same time, they're serious movies. There's something great about them.
I
There
think
really is.
the aesthetic too, the
Oh
overall
my
like
gosh. Yeah.
like how they paint the story of the Grail and stuff.
Yes,
Like
you feel it.
just you feel it.
Yeah, you really do.
Spielberg really is.
Those are so good.
He's just the master at that.
You've never seen
Yeah.
it? Did you? Have you
So-
been? Stop. Have you been on the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
And I wouldn't. I don't know what you're saying to me right now.
Also, if I'm talking, stop. There. Anyways.
oh, you finished?
No, bro.
game
Like,
continues.
I'm like yelling at her, unfortunately, and then
Oh.
you like say something weird like alligator. It's just like What? All right.
To the movie.
So yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
Uh-huh.
No one did anything because
No.
it's, you know.
It was another day. And I'm
It was
not
popping
Irish.
across the street, you guys.
I bet.
It was
bet,
insane.
actually.
The line was
Was
like
that-
down the block. All the clubs had a ton of people in them last night because I was
Shut
riding home.
up.
Lines outside of clubs, everyone dancing inside.
Kobe
Like
producers.
Ventura did not give a whatever.
F.
Yeah,
This was the Irish bar?
it was.
All the bars.
I mean, there were just. I'm sure there were some protocols, but
Yeah.
like, there were a lot of people out,
Mm.
and big lines outside of clubs and stuff. But we've had that for a while.
Interesting. Okay. Let's do some trivia for St. Patrick's
Boo.
Day. Boo.
Do you know
Don't-
any trivia?
I knew some of
Yeah.
these. Are you part Irish, Dylan?
I think so.
Okay. You, like how much?
Fourth.
That's good. A
okay.
quarter. Nice.
hmm
Nice. So most.
Did you
Most-
just say Discord?
No, just a quarter.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, all
I
right.
laughed. I
Let's,
chuckled.
let's do some. This is like kind of more. I noticed after I got it done, I was like, this is kind of historically driven with theme. So I think Aaron will probably do well with these. But I'm gonna go in a round. I'm gonna ask.
And we're doing this why?
This is St. Patrick's Day. It's something to do.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go Dylan, then you, then Aaron. I'm gonna keep going.
All right.
Okay. And if he misses his question, then either
What?
or if you miss a question, the other two can try to answer.
Ooh.
All right, and I will keep score. So
Do they have like 50
Dylan.
seconds to answer?
no. Oh man, don't take forever. Aaron
So a minute and a half.
and Sonia. Okay, and I'm not timing it.
Oh, darn.
Okay, Dylan,
Yes.
you ready?
No.
Okay.
At least he's honest.
Of which country is Saint Patrick the patron of? Saint of? Of which country is Saint Patrick the patron saint of?
Ireland?
Don't whisper to him. I can hear you. Okay.
That's just a weird question.
Sonia.
I can't not. Okay.
Why?
Did you see his face though? That's why. That's why.
Oh man.
It was.
Okay.
It was his face.
Sonia,
Okay.
what did St. Patrick believe the shamrock represented? If you're not Irish, this might be really tough.
Is it luck?
No. Like, who was St. Patrick? Do you know who he was?
A patron saint of the
Basically.
Catholic
Okay.
Church?
Know that. Catholic Church saint. There you go. Aaron, guess, please. Dylan.
Actually, I don't know.
Shamrock, what did it stand for? I feel like my mother with like Catholic trivia right now. It represented the Trinity.
Yeah.
The
Father-
Holy Trinity.
Yeah, Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Okay.
There's my CCD showing. Catholic. Did you ever do that? No, you're not Catholic. So when you're a
No.
Catholic kid and you don't go to Catholic school, which is private school, you go to catechism or CCD. I don't know what CCD stood for, like something catechism something. But it's basically like, you know how like you probably hear Jewish kids go to Hebrew school because they're gonna have a bar mitzvah. Like
They teach you
Catholics do the same thing but it's not as fun. You don't get a big party. I wish you did. It's just real boring.
Yeah.
You go there and you do all your things to know why they put the wafer in your hand in the 3/4 at the end of church.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
you go through all
communion.
these classes for I think 2 years of like who Jesus is and what he did and
Bible study is what
but
other
for
people
real
call.
Bible study.
Okay.
So I've been to other Bible study. It was like this is nice and your coffee's nice and you should be a good person and I have the warm fuzzies. This was like Jesus did this, therefore this
Bible
you're gonna
study.
have a test on it. What did Jesus do? And you're like, I don't know. I could tell you Abraham Lincoln because this is the same part of my brain. It's like the remembering of the Jesus history facts things. There's really nothing like how do you feel about this? There's nothing spiritual. It was like learning about a dude. It was crazy. It was fun. I liked it. It made me like appreciate being Catholic-ish, sort of. But like it was like taking a class on Sir Francis Drake, and the whole thing was about Sir Francis Drake. That's how they treated Jesus. So that was Catholic school. And then you put a wafer in your mouth. I'm not knocking it. It was great.
Okay.
But it was like an interesting little side note in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyhow,
It was good.
it was.
It's a good story, Mike.
Yeah.
Still don't
It's
know.
a very good story.
I guess you're just like, wow, I enjoy. I feel guilty. Can you tell?
A little bit. A little bit. There's
Oh
that
my
Catholic shame
gosh,
coming
that's
in
the
right now.
Catholic shame coming in right now. Okay, so first I asked you. Now I'm gonna. Okay, Aaron can answer this first. What are the odds of finding a 4-leaf clover?
Really low.
Correct.
Am I actually gonna know the answer to
Did
that
someone
question?
guess a
Like,
number? Like one
okay.
in what?
1 out of
Oh.
a million.
No,
Okay,
not
no.
like that.
Too high.
One in like 150.
Okay, 150. Okay, you
What?
guess. What are the odds of finding a 4-leaf clover?
Go down.
Why would I do that?
No, in numbers.
Okay.
Oh,
As opposed to, all right,
I would say 1 in 1,000.
it's 1 in 10,000.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was the closest.
Aaron,
I was
Dylan,
way
I
off.
didn't ask you because you're just being nuts. Okay. So back to Dylan. Dylan, which city dyes its river green
Boston.
for St. Patrick's Day? No. You should know this.
Chicago.
Good job. I forgot I was keeping score. Dylan got 1. No one got that.
I got one?
Yes, you did.
Why did I get one?
Because
Oh
you
my God,
answered a
you
question
got the first
right,
question
bro.
right.
Boston.
No.
Sonia has 1. Okay. Who did I ask last? Okay. Sonia, what are the 3 colors of the Irish flag?
Orange, green, and white.
Good job. There's another. Okay. Aaron, how many churches and cathedrals are named after St. Patrick in Ireland?
Ooh.
Such a random thing to guess.
like how many cathedrals?
Yeah, guess that, man.
Okay. 172.
60.
172.
60.
Ah,
Yeah.
see. So was I close or not?
No. No. Okay. Dylan, fill in the blank. Blank me, I'm Irish.
Wow.
Say that again?
Oh my God.
Sonia, go.
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
Thank you, Sonia. All right.
Normally I'm shit-faced when I say that.
Wow, bro.
Because he's the ladies.
Kiss me,
Yeah.
I'm shit-faced is an Irish song.
Aaron, this is a good one. Okay, according to the legend, which animal did St. Patrick chase out of Ireland?
The Munchkins.
Leprechauns.
The little leprechaun.
No.
The unicorn. I don't know.
Dylan?
I don't know. Bessie?
Sonia?
Old Ness?
Animals.
Is it a leprechaun? Is that
Is it a mammal? Or is it a rodent, which is still a mammal? Is it a bird, or is it like, I don't know, what animal did he chase out? I don't know.
Snakes.
Oh God, no! I would have never guessed that.
Real life, Ireland just doesn't have snakes.
Harrison would be on that.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Yeah, and too far away from like the continent. So people are like, yeah, St. Patrick chased out the snakes. It's like, no, guys,
You never
you
had.
never
them.
had the snakes.
no, guys?
Was it like
You never had the
You never
snake.
had them.
No, guys.
don't they have garden snakes? No.
No, nothing.
Not
man.
even garden
no
snakes.
snakes. No snakes in
Wow.
Ireland.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing to know, because maybe I'll move there because I don't
Because
like
you hate
them.
snakes.
Yeah.
I like
pretty-
snakes.
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
No.
They're gorgeous, actually.
Ugh.
What do you? Are you
It's
afraid of
hard to eat
snakes?
snake.
Are you afraid of snakes, Aaron?
No, I love snakes.
They're pretty
we
cool.
had snakes as pets.
Like what kind? I had one.
Like gopher snakes
Alright.
and corn snakes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know.
that's kind of a normal kid
But-
thing to do, really.
No venomous snakes or
No, you don't want a
like,
venomous snake.
huge, large snakes that could kill you.
Those I kind of
No,
think
you
are
don't
cool.
want those.
I like those though.
I'm gonna have to make a
I
face for my
don't
brother
want
real
one.
quick.
Okay. Does he like those?
Huh? No,
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 he's anti.
no. My brother will get it when he watches this.
Okay.
Oh.
Whatever
He'll be
that is.
like, "Oh wow."
What?
Yeah, nothing.
Weirdos and then
No,
reptiles?
No. Yeah, well, a little bit.
I like reptiles.
We
That's a
see-
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I do. I think they're pretty cool.
Mhm, okay.
I want to go places where you're able to like hold giant snakes.
Have fun.
I think it'd be pretty cool. There's a place in Orange County.
Have fun.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Great.
All right,
Fantastic.
Dylan.
Slimy.
You're gonna just have to throw out a guess here. What year did the annual Shamrock ceremony start in the White House?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I would say Shamrock meeting White House. Oh my god.
Sonia, just throw out a year.
Wait.
That's what you got to do.
I have a guess.
Yeah.
1965.
Okay.
You asked.
I'll give the point to the person who gets closest to the number. Aaron.
Okay, I think this sounds like a Teddy Roosevelt thing. So
Okay.
I would guess
When was he
like
president?
1901.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's a Kennedy thing, so I'm gonna go with probably 54, 55.
Dylan. Throw out a year.
65.
Okay. Who was president in 1978?
Oh wow, Carter.
Carter. That's interesting.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal.
I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
No,
I mean,
why?
Jimmy Carter's not really, known for much, and that's pretty interesting.
That he said, "Hey, we're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day
That's-
at the White
it's
House."
just an interesting.
It's not
it's
a
an
big deal.
interesting. It's an interesting
Hey,
fact.
we're going
I
to celebrate
think.
St. Patrick's Day this year. Okay.
I think that's an interesting.
That's
fact.
that was. It's not a law. It's not anything.
No,
it's just,
I know
it's
that,
the
but
same
I
thing
still
as
think
like
it's interesting.
they do the
what-
Easter egg
I
hunt with
feel
the
like
kids.
there's probably a list of things they give you on like first day of president, and they're like, "Oh, and you get to, these are the 5 things that
That you
mean
can
nothing,"
do.
and
That
you
you
get
need
to
to
pick
do.
one.
Yeah.
You could bring back St. Patrick's Day. You could do this. You could do that. You could make this National Love a
There's
Rock
one person
Day.
that runs that department.
Nobody's ever taken Love a Rock Day, but it's still there.
Right.
Clinton wanted it, but then he decided, everybody gets something.
They
It's
have it.
just
They have
interesting.
whoever that employee is. Their fluff PR employee. They have one. That's his
Yeah.
one job. Once a year, you're gonna sing. You're gonna talk to little kids and read a book, or you're gonna bring back a weird holiday, or a cute one. Nothing serious.
Yeah.
Something to do with like mythical creatures and pots
Yeah,
of
yeah.
gold.
It's always fuzzy. It's never like
same
yeah.
guy that's on the Lucky Charms box. We're
Yeah.
gonna do this because you're the president.
The
like
turkey
that, you're that
department.
guy.
Yeah, but
so.
it's just interesting to hear what presidents did during their term. And I
Totally.
didn't know that. So
Absolutely.
it was
They
really
all
cool.
do like one fluffy thing a year though.
Yeah.
That they're known for.
Well, they all do the turkey pardon, so
Yeah, it's one of those
it's
things.
adorable.
Yeah, it's like,
Aw.
oh. Now we got to go back to thinking about war with China, and maybe who knows ever, but that's a thing.
Okay.
But now we're worried about the turkey.
I don't know why you're so angry about this. Like you're literally angry about this, and I
It's
don't
just a weird
know
thing.
why.
It's
You're
just a
so
weird thing.
upset about this.
Oh yeah.
Like, super mad.
I'm not mad. It's just a weird thing that society expects.
Okay. I don't
I will
know.
pardon a turkey. I will
It's
bring
a
back St.
cute
Patrick's Day.
thing. It's adorable.
I will announce this national Powder Puff Girl holiday for Nickelodeon.
It's Power Puff
Powder
Girl,
Puff.
Yeah.
not Powder Puff. Powder Puff is
I said
football.
Powder Puff.
You
Power
said
Puff. Did I say powder?
Power. You said
I don't know
powder.
what I said, man.
You would change it to powder, pounder,
Power Puff,
and
Yes.
power.
which is a play on the word powder puff. But they're like, what if there were Power Puff Girls, not Powder Puff Girls? Give them powers. That's
That's how
There
you think
you
that
go.
happened.
That's how that
That's
happened.
how you
Someone
think
was
that
talking
happens.
to someone else.
Okay,
and
that's
they're
how
like,
you think
boom,
that happened.
That's when you do it.
Okay, that's fair.
It was probably someone's kids talking to each other, and he's
Mm.
like, "That is an idea." You took a word and made it into a story.
Okay.
You heard the word powder puff, and you said power puff. Boom.
They got power.
Or it was just a kid who couldn't say powder puff. Okay.
All right.
Who did I go to? Who did I go
I
to?
think it's my turn.
Yes. Last question. Which country was St. Patrick born in?
See, I'm gonna say Ireland, and it's not gonna be Ireland.
Dublin.
So that's not your answer.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
not saying it's not a bad answer. I'm like, okay, so that's not your answer. So what is your answer?
I don't know. England? I
Dublin?
don't know.
Yeah.
Is it England?
Yeah. Britannia, as it was at the time, which was like
Britannia.
it was like 380
Oh, okay.
something, 300, early 400s.
Britannia.
Sonia won. You had 4 points. Aaron had
What?
0. Magic. I don't know how
Man.
that happened. And
Sorry,
Dylan
man.
had 1. You can keep that.
Oh, thank you.
Your souvenir.
Yeah, there you go. You won, dude. No, you didn't win. Actually, I don't want. Just keep it. You did it.
Yay.
You participated in that little competition.
Good
stuff.
job.
man.
Good
Good
job.
job. Anyways,
Yep.
so we are starting to put the podcast out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure if you're already hearing this, you'd be hearing it. But subscribe to our podcast. It's MadTrash, one word, then : Geek Podcast on YouTube. Why do I sound like Bill and Ted right now?
I don't know.
And then
You got real commercial.
Oh, you
Like,
did.
it was very, very commercial.
And then we're also on where you find your podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Subscribe
Podcasts.
and hit the like buttons.
Oh
And I
my
feel so
God,
weird doing
I
this right
don't
now.
want to be those
We are
people.
those people.
Oh my
We are those
God,
people.
no! My worst
Then
nightmare.
what are you doing?
I don't know.
Why are we doing it?
I don't know.
Come
I
on,
just like
you
to
enjoy
do it. It's
I like
fun.
to do
Yeah.
it too. It's worth like doing it though.
Yeah, I
subscribe?
guess so.
That was a good
Are you
comment.
even? Are you subscribed?
What is up with you?
Are you
I'm subscribed.
to what?
Are you subscribed
Of course, I'm subscribed.
Is Aaron
number one
subscribed
fan.
to our podcast?
No, get me on
subscribe.
it. Get me on it.
We can't
I
even
sent
support
you the
ourselves.
link.
As you
subscribe.
didn't send me the
You
link
got-
till now.
I-
I
okay.
just found out.
Today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will subscribe.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
actually
okay.
unsubscribe.
Stop it.
Oh man.
Tell your friends. All right. This has been Mad Trash.
Wow, he doesn't
Podcast.
even know our name.
Cool.
Mad trash.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Stop the